So, Project Mara gets canned? Hmm. Hmm. And Battlefield numbers drop, baby. Oh, let's talk about this.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Roomies training through the word skin. All recent gaming go, it's a big top beam. Good morning, come and moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Everybody, also afternoon and evening. The crazy one is feeling pretty cold. Yes. Okay, just fix this. What's up, chat? How you guys doing today? Good morning to you guys. Happy Tuesday. What's new? What's cooking? What's happening? Come on, chat. Bring it in. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me say good morning to John TJ. Good morning to you, sir. Let's keep going up. Big B Money B, what's up, Big B Money? How you doing? Richie, what's up? What's up? Hey, Jacob Novik, how you doing? Olivo, mi hermano Olivo. What's up, Olivo? What's up? What's cooking, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's see who else is in here. 30 below. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, man. Chat, today's going to be slanderous. Believe that. Today's going to be slanderous. Come on, Jacob. Not like this, man. Come on, Jacob. Jacob. You gotta relax with that type of conversation. Jacob, it's not looking nice, Jacob. It's not looking nice. Something wrong with Ubisoft. They still can't download Outlaws. Oh shoot. Hmm. Taste of my money. Here's what's funny though. I mean, Jacob always sent me something we're gonna talk about real quick in here on the show with Rockstar and Red Dead, what is it, Red Dead Redemption? They had, they're giving refunds back. So yeah, we're gonna have a conversation about that, which is crazy. And now we have Outlaws having issues. Oh shoot. Hmm. Hey, Lini, good morning to you, sir. How you doing, Lini? What PS5 Pro thing you're gonna come in and talk about? Go ahead and say it, because you want to go in and say, "Well, my game looks beautiful, my P." You know what? My Game Pretty PS5 Pro. That's what we're gonna call you. Here comes My Game Pretty on PS5 Pro. That's what we're gonna call it, Nini, nowadays, because we got Big B Money. I got a girlfriend now, and then it's gonna be My Game Looks Pretty PS5 Pro. That's his nickname now. What's up, my Game Looks Pretty PS5 Pro? How you doing this morning? Demoflow Gaming. What's up, Demoflow? How you doing, my brother? What's up? FGTA says you, babe. Ah, damn, you guys are all mad about GTA. What did GTA do to you all? Damn. Yeah, I'll read. I'll get into it. Let me read up. Let me pull that news up because like I said, there's a couple things in here that that are happening out there because yesterday news had to catch up. We have Project Mara being canned, which I'm like, okay. I mean, yeah. And also, like I said, we have talks about Battlefield, which is going to be a spicy topic today. Why is it going to be spicy, my chap? Because at the end of the day, you know what they said, right? They said this is going to be the Call of Duty killer. This is going to take over Call of Duty. But, chat, I got a question for you guys. And serious question, though. No joke. Are they playing it, though? Because in order for it to take down Call of Duty, right? In order for that to happen, they need to be playing it. And they not doing that shit. You know what they doing? They're playing Arc Raiders. But what happened to Battlefield coming back? Battlefield being the best game. All that stuff they come out and say, all that garbage they come out and say. to be right now position number 11. Ah, shit. They always lie. They always lie. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm. Ubase says cancel. What was it even really ever actual game though? We're gonna read about it today. Like I said, we got some topic of conversation. We're gonna start off with the Red Dead topic. For people who wants to get the refunds on Red Dead, which is give it a go because at the end of the day, they promised something and they couldn't deliver. And let's see who was the one who promised and that couldn't deliver. Because yes, there is a problem going on with that Red Dead Redemption download. I thought that was over. I mean, I haven't checked since I was traveling and everything and all that stuff. I totally forgot to check if I can have my free upgrade in there. Because at the end of the day, though, I pretty much forgot about it because, hey, it wasn't working. So I said, oh, fuck it. I just download it when it works. That's the truth. And look, now I remember because Jacob sent me the article. And thank you for that, brother Jacob. Always nice to see that you send me articles for me to read about. So let's get into it, my chat. Let me pull this up the screen, and here we go. So it says here, Xbox gives reason for Red Dead Redemption following recent upgrades issues. Ugh. If you bought it unnecessary, you might be getting that money back. Uh-oh. I love coffee. Back at the start of December, Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption upgrade for the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S officially started rolling out, but owners of the 360 version immediately reported issues with getting access to it. This continued for quite a while and it led to people simply buying the version despite owning the original one, fearing that it was the only way they'd be able to play it. Xbox Crazy has swept this under the rug, but today, listen to this. Here we go. But today, owners of the 360 version who bought the new version during the upgrade issue has been notifications of an automatic refund. You guys listen to this? If you guys had the old version, all right, man, you see, this is what you and people slander Xbox. People like to destroy Xbox. People like to say Xbox is mean, Xbox is an asshole. But look at this, Xbox is giving you a refund if you did not get the free upgrade. Wow, amazing from their side. Nice. Here's what the message they've been receiving. Red Dead Redemption was intended to be free for those who have previously purchased a digital copy of the original Red Dead Redemption. Due to this change, your payment has been refunded. Visit account.microsoft.com to view your billing history. So just to clear this up, if you already owned a digital copy of Red Dead Redemption for Xbox 360 prior to the upgrade issues last month, and then you decided to buy the Xbox Series X and S version of the game, as well, you'll be receiving a refund from Xbox. Because the Xbox Series X and S was always meant to be free upgrade. Some people probably slipped through the net here, in which case it's worth waiting a little longer to see if you get the message later this week, and then contact Xbox support if you still haven't heard anything. Xbox seem in two minds since these refunds are a nice gesture or something that always expected in the first place. Pleasantly surprised to see this. Not every company would do the same thing. Ouch. Pure Xbox, I really hurt you to say that though. Because you all know you ain't that pure though when it comes to Xbox sometimes. But yes, guys, I mean, if you had the issue, you bought the game. All right, you bought the game because you couldn't wait for the free download or anything. Because I'll be honest with you, I just totally forgot about it. To be honest, it's like okay, cool. So I forgot about it, and yes, so thank God I did not pay for it. So for those people who pay for it, go to Xbox support if you not have gotten your refund, or wait a while till you get your refund, which is a nice gesture from Xbox themselves. So yes, pretty nice gesture though. Pretty nice gesture. So let's see now. Gotta love this coffee though. So Jacob Number says, so Louis, after Hellblade 3 at the Ninja Theory should do a Razer, a can game. You can see if they're joining Xbox Studio Vid. Send to DM about it. Okay, I'll check it out in a little bit. I have always imagined a Ghost Rider Ninja Gaiden game by them in the Hellblade style. A Ghost Rider game though. Ninja Gaiden though. Ghost Rider Ninja Gaiden. I don't know. I know that works though. Let's see now. What else? Call of Duty Forever says Big B Money like always. Always cheering up for Xbox. Let's go. So, bro, F that game. Big Money wants a refund of Cold Violet. Listen, chat. Listen, listen, listen. We gotta talk good about Cold Violet. Cold Violet is a very nice game. Oh, sorry. It's a game you guys should buy. You know, Cold Violet's a really good team. Oh, y'all didn't see that, right? Nope. Wow, that's incredible. I mean, if you guys go ahead and talk bad about them, they copyright strike you. Guess if you talk bad about them, they copyright strike you. They get furious. So we gotta talk good about the game. Yeah, you know the game is beautiful and it runs. I don't know. I haven't seen the game though, because I just didn't care. Oh man, it's a shame these devs are doing this, and that's why I chat. You remember what I always say, my chat, my beautiful and awesome chat. Always, 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 with all the love in the world, with all my heart, I'll say this again and again: protect your. This is what you gotta protect, guys. You gotta protect this. You gotta check out everything, you know, because when a game comes out that I'm hyped for, that I want to play and I want to buy, I check out videos first. So I say, okay, let me go ahead and play and buy this game. Because at the end of the day, we all know what's happening with majority of the devs. They come out with the game, and sometimes they might come out broken. Sometimes they might come out with issues. Sometimes, you know, and stuff like that. So what I do is I'd rather wait because at the end of the day, I have a lot of things to play, right? And once they fix the game, you know, I come back and say, okay, let me go ahead and buy it. That's what I do because at the end of the day, I don't go nuts buying day one anymore because of the whole situation that happened this gen. Team Kilometer tried to console with quantum error for sales. I remember that part. Was that the game that you had to blow in the controller and give mount to mount to someone? Then try to platform more with Coviolet. Those ever saw this the same. It's a down to a 38 on Metacritic. They should just disappear. No joke. I mean, seriously, you know what's so funny? And I gotta say this though. And there you go, Jacob Nobody's saying something really important. Louis regulators won't care if Team Media gets team killed, right? That's a good question though. You know, you see, and that this is what I was gonna say. You know what's so funny? I cannot believe Sony let these guys release a game of this quality twice. Twice. Not once, but two times. I mean, if you guys have not learned that this team is not a good a thing for you guys, especially after you guys gave them a ton of money, I mean, seriously, they screwed you and they're screwing the fans, and it's looking really bad on your side because, hey, you're the one who gave them the money to publish the game on your platform. Yet nobody talks about it. They just be quiet. Shh, don't talk about it. Listen, it's Sony. We gotta protect Sony. You know, let's talk good about the game. The game is beautiful. You know, you get to see the butt of the lady running around. Yes, that's cool. That's the best thing about the game. Yes, you start off the game, you get to see her butt. I don't care about the dinosaurs, just her butt. Louis, why does your wallet look like a power bank? Because it is a power bank. You know why is it a power bank? Because it draws in cash. That's what it does. I love this wallet. It brings in cash. Just kidding. It's ah. The thing is, it's got the card protection reader thing, and not only that, it holds all my cards in there. See? So yeah, it's easy, simple. You know, that's why it looks like a power bank, though. Not only that, it's hard to lose though. The last one I had was like really small, and all the time it dropped out of my pants. I was so mad at it. Still think they only put it on PlayStation because it has the worst refund policy. 100%. I just buy Game Pass and GTA this year. Big money, you cheap, man. You know, what you do is buy those two things, man. Buy a game, baby money. Stop being cheap. Buy at least Peppa Pig or something. Damn. Who left that lady? What lady though? There are four brothers only. Quantum Error will be hard on Xbox due to SSD speed, they said, but the game was an asset flip. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. They came up with that lame ass excuse, and look what happened though. The game came out being a horrible game. It was a horrible game. It got really low scores and everything, and I can't believe Sony kept on going with them to deliver another game. I mean, shit. What's up with you guys? I mean, I would right away pull up funds off of them and say, no, we're not working with you anymore. You guys did not deliver what was quality. My God. But chat, it is what it is, and at the end of the day, hey, we're on Xbox. So that's not our problem. So, but even though it's not our problem, we control, the Sony fanboys who probably cheer for this game, saying it's going to probably be a Gotti and all this stuff. But they were pretty quiet about that game when that game released. They were trying to swoop it down, swoop it down the rug, swoop it down the rug so it can disappear, and leave that mess, underneath the rug. Remember Dreamcast guy and his big ass teeth was simping for Quantum Error? No, I don't remember it because, to be honest, though, I do not listen to Dreamcast guy, and I don't pay attention to that dude. All I see is him in the pictures with a broken controller in his hand, kind of like this, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, you know how it is." Uh. Hmm. B Money doesn't even buy Game Pass. He only uses what? Oh hell no! What kind of a gamer BB Money is? Damn, BB Money. Oh man, I can't believe. Crazy Louis, you call it that I call it saving money. That's what you gotta do. Louis, I've decided to change the name of Dreamcast Guy to Xbox is Dead. Just call it XID. That's it. Just call him Zid. Like a zit though, because that guy's like an annoying zit that doesn't go away. Just call him Zid. XID, Zid. Gonna kill it. Dreamcast Guy, Tris the Rent is Due podcast. Tris the Rent is Due. Look, the sequel has a name, a Quantum State, weird because the dev never revealed game titles in beforehand. We only need to make the third game Quantum Break so Xbox can sue them. Oh, that would be nice if Xbox can sue them, but they are too smart to do that though, Jacob. They are too smart to do that, to call it Quantum Break to be sued by Xbox. They are too smart. I mean, believe it, they are so smart they released the second game. And not only that, some suckers fell for it. They fell for that sucker. And they got their cash and they just don't care. It's like they sat on a computer and said, okay, let's do this. Let's sit here and do a game. How much do you need? Well, the game needs $100,000 for funding. Okay, let's put down 5,000 and develop the game. Basically, that's what it feels like they did. Oh man. And probably use NIM GPT or Chat GPT or Dreamcast is Dead, whatever, content, to make the game probably. So I don't know. There was a game between Consumer and Cold Violet called Sun and Bone. Never got an MC review score. Wow. Where is Zena so she can snipe baby money? She is in Discord. All you gotta do is watch the series, type in Zena, come to Louis show. She can come by and snipe him. Yes, sir. That's all you gotta do. But yeah, like I was saying though, Chad, that's what basically they did with the damn game. And they go out there and charge people for this damn thing. Wow. Wow. That's Chad. Listen, there's a lot of things in life I just don't understand. But I'm glad that some of them did not fall for it. Like they waited for the game to come out. At least it did not fall for it. And I'm glad it's getting what it's getting. I'm glad people are talking about it. And like I always say, if we unite instead of console warring, if we get all together and face these companies, then these mistakes won't ever happen again. But the thing is that we all pick our sides and try to defend to the very last top, the company when they make their boo boos. And that's not good. I always say this because, hey, it's like a relationship. If you got a girlfriend, if you got a wife, like BB Money, I got a girlfriend. And if there's something that your girlfriend is doing wrong, you don't tell her about it, then you're the one that's messed up because sometimes you got to sit down with them and say, listen, you're doing this wrong. You got to change this, or at least fix this, before it gets worse. That's what you got to do in order to make things better. But yeah, I'm glad some people are out there trolling it. I'm glad some people are out there talking about it. I'm glad I see that there's a lot of copyright strikes because of the videos they're done about it. Good. Get your copyright strikes. Who cares? At the end of the day, you guys are talking something serious about it, and you guys are tackling those assholes down. Because seriously, they made a horrible game, and I don't know how much they're charging you, but damn, man, that's horrible that they're doing that to people out there. People who sat there waiting for this game, who were probably hyped up to play this game. Give them a game that's broken. Wow. Seriously, wow. So, chat, moving on up, moving on up. So, let me show you guys what Jacob was talking about real quick about a game called Razor. Let me see what that game is all about. Jacob, I'm going to grab the Razor game. Let's see what's this. Oh, it's just a picture, though. It's got 4 aliens on there. You really wanted these guys to work on that game, though? Let me just do this real quick. Mm-hmm. Let me do this real quick, my chest, so you guys can see what Jacob was talking about earlier. This game called Razor. Razor. I like that name, Razor. Sounds pretty cool. Razor. If you did not shave, we Razor will shave you. Yes. So this is a game Jake Ono was talking about that he wants the guys from over there from Ninja Theory to work on. Which Jacob, you probably have some facts about it. Talk a little bit about it in the chat so I can read up about it because I don't know nothing basically about this game. But yeah, it'd be nice to see. Though if you have some things you want to share out here. So yeah, that's the game I was talking about. Yep. So, chat, that was the quick news of the morning. Let's move on up to something that I really wanted to put an extra sauce into it. 30 below, $2 super. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. He says, what happened to Sony fragrance? Oh, wait. It's called feces. Remember, the Sony fragrance is called FIEC. Feces. Yeah. Louis via LinkedIn, Machine Games multiplayer game is canned. That's cool. I mean, look, here's the thing though, chat. If the game was not ready, if the game is not even like halfway through or anything, if it gets canned at the very beginning, it's cool. At the end of the day, these things happen all the time. We're in a generation where we're seeing, games being canned, but we're seeing, games being shown that are just being put to a side because look, if it's not working, they're not gonna put the money in there. That's how it is. That's how it is. I mean, right now we're living in a time where we do not know where gaming is situated. Right now, it's in a really tough spot. I mean, remember when I was telling Joy yesterday about PlayStation, right? PlayStation the year before, an estimation was an 18 to 20 million consoles to be sold. And this year, from the last numbers from consoles sold, they were sitting at 84 million, right? And last year was 75 million, which, listen, they only pretty much sold until September 9 million consoles. They probably sold 12, 13 million, towards the end of the year. They still haven't posted it. But at the end of the day, though, from what we see on the internet, for what it's there, they only sold 9 million consoles. And I keep on saying, I don't know what's going to happen this year when it comes down to gaming. I don't know what's going to happen to console sales. I don't know what's going to happen with these RAM prices because, of course, we see that the RAM prices are taking a spike. We had talked about this 200 times already in the last 2 or 3 weeks. And we don't know what's going to happen this year. What I do know what's happening, that's the only thing I do know, and I can guarantee that, is we are getting games from Xbox. That's something I guarantee 100% because they're going to show us some games, when it comes down to the developer direct. Yes, sir. Yes. But like I said, let's get saucy. So real quick, Louis, let me see. I don't think Machine Games has ever done well with multiplayer stuff anyhow, yeah. Their multiplayer is all right. I'll be honest with you, like when I see the Bethesda multiplayer, like or id software multiplayer, like with Doom, the Doom multiplayer is okay. It's not one of the best multiplayers out there. I gotta say, there's better multiplayers to play. It's like a fun, quick game, which is all right. But at the end of the day, it feels like I'm playing Quake back in the day, And multiplayer has changed so much these days that yeah, it's all right. It was a game too for Ninja Theory for its time, so it was canned, futuristic, and Utopia, etc. Oh, that's nice though. Nice, nice, nice. Machine Games for Ninja Theory. I think it's talking about machine games though. Sony's holiday sales were down 40% year over year. So they sold another 67 million during that time. I don't know. Let's see. Let's wait till those numbers come out. Hoping not. Hoping not. Hellblindy. I love Hellblindy. It's not Hellblindy. It's Hellblade. But who needs more games than Hellblindy? It's Hellblade. Dual multiplayer was subbed out to someone else. Yeah, it was all right. The multiplayer was all right. So, chat. Chat, remember. And I know Demo Flow Gaming's in the building. He's going to tell you all about this because he's heard it more than I have. Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6, great multiplayer, by the way. They really did a fun thing with the multiplayer. The multiplayer is great. I gotta say, I really enjoy Battlefield. I do enjoy it. I can't like sit here and say the Battlefield multiplayer is awful. No. It's not awful though. It's actually pretty good. It's got a pretty good. Everything's nice. Over there with Battlefield 6. Everything is cool. But at the end of the day, though, was it going to be the game to take down Call of Duty? Did a lot of people have thoughts, that it was going to go out there and destroy Call of Duty? I'll be honest with you, like I always said, it will take a while for that to happen. Why will it take a while? There's too much Call of Duty fans, and they love the style that Call of Duty plays. So for Battlefield to take charge there, they really have to go sit down, work on it a lot to get that game to be at least in the top five. Which of course that never happened. That never happened, Chad. I mean, I've never seen that game in the. I think for all these weeks of me analyzing stuff, I have not seen the top five. I could be wrong, Chad. Maybe it was for a while, probably a week or 2 or 3 weeks. It probably was there, no joke. But at the end of the day, Call of Duty is still dominant and still kicking ass. Near 3 was too small to continue existing before making Hellblade and Xbox buying them via their joining Xbox. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, they probably canned it, but either way, though, it might come back, Jacob. It might come back. I mean, let's cross fingers that Xbox looks at it and say, "Okay, this looks like a fun project. Let's bring it in." Though 95% of Battlefield side was built entirely around this doesn't have a Beavis and Butthead skin. Once that wore off and the gameplay sets it, people bounce. Yes, sir, 100%. Because people were complaining about skins, people were complaining about a lot of stuff about Call of Duty, but that's not the point of Call of Duty. Skins are just skins. It's the fun that's behind Call of Duty that is kicking Battlefield's ass. And that's the thing that people just didn't talk about. They'd rather go ahead and try to find that but in the game to talk bad about it. That's what they do. They always talk bad about things though. And today, Games Racer was canceled apparently because it couldn't find publisher willing to fund its ambitious, massively multiplayer online MMO concept. Oh, it was going to be an MMO? Uh oh. Well, Jacob, for right now, it's like we don't need any more MMOs. To be honest with you, there's too many games out there with MMOs. I mean, we got Arc Raiders, which has been a big banger, and of course, the thing is, I don't know how long Arc Raiders is going to hold out there, because that's the thing, though. These games they come out, everybody gets into it, but once everybody gets done with what they got to do, then they put it to a side and go play something else. Or once they reach max level, they put it to a side and go play something else. Pilon, come on today, 6:15 today. I invite everybody. Baby Money, you don't invite anyone to my show. I'm seeing that out there. Why so serious told me about this? You don't invite anyone to my show, Baby Money. I see how it is. No problem. I see how it is. I see how it is. But yeah, bring it back in, chat. But yeah, remember there was out there talking all the stuff about that Battlefield game. But the sad part about this, it was not even going to be Call of Duty that took it out, because of course Call of Duty always remained in the top five. Even it remained in the top three. Call of Duty was in the top three all these months. Like that Call of Duty Black Ops, what was it, 7? Was it Black Ops 7 or Black Ops, no, Black Ops 6 or 7? I don't know. I think it was Black Ops 7, right? Am I saying it right? Black Ops, I don't remember which Call of Duty this was. The last one that came out that was god awful, right? That they were saying is god awful and all this stuff. I didn't even tickle it. I didn't even tickle it. Insane. Battlefield didn't even tickle it. And they were out there saying this was going to destroy Call of Duty, take it off, and put it away and all this stuff. But the funny thing was, it wasn't Call of Duty that literally made Battlefield disappear. It was Arc Raiders. Pokemon already loses again. 100%. 100% 30 below. The guys who are out there bitch complain and try to bring down Xbox all the time because, hey, you know why they're talking bad about Call of Duty? Because Xbox bought them. That's why. Because if not, they would have shut up about it. That's the truth. They would have shut up about it. They wouldn't care. They're like, oh, it's an Xbox. Let's go pick it up. One of Capcom's execs said that the DMC Devil May Cry reboot it will get a sequel if Ninja Theory developed the sequel too. Oh, nice, nice, nice. They made the first game. Yeah, I remember that. Yes, I'm thinking about to buy the game now. Laugh out if you can kill. You can kill your team. Hey, Power Boss. Good morning, Power Boss. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Arc Solo is so friendly mostly. I'll be honest with you. I'm playing and I'm having a blast. I'm already level 5. And that's about it. And just doing the side stories. Yeah, collecting stuff, and picking up things, shooting down robots, And when I see a fellow raider, I say, "Don't shoot, don't shoot." They don't shoot me, So they've been nice to me though out there. They've been nice. Yeah, they also support on Disney's Infinite's 3S developments. Nice. PS fanboys so desperate they claim third-party multi-platform games as theirs. Battlefield 6, yes, they do. They are so fucking desperate for a win. Wow, that is so effing sad. That is so sad. I can't believe they're craving that as a win for them. Wow. Now they're saying this is mine. Battlefield 6 is mine. Oh, mine. Yeah. And GTA 6 is ours too. They're prioritizing over here in the PS on the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. Yes. Nice. Same old stories. Same old stories. So let's read about the whole Battlefield situation. Yes, sir. Let me get this right here. Got it. Here they come, my chat. Oh, why can't I reload this damn site? Did y'all delete this site now? God dang. Hey, we destroyed this website. Let me go see. Hold on, chat. 1 second. The link is not opening up. I don't want to be nice to Lou. So let me close this down. Let me go see, find this because wow, now I gotta look for it. Yeah. Hey, when stuff like this happens, chat, I'm so sorry. I think they. Let's see if I can find it though. Uh oh, I think that was taken down, my chat. This can't be serious. I can't believe this. They took down this thing because I can't find the site though. Oh, here it is. Okay, found it. Never mind. I have it right here. Okay, let me just delete this real quick. Okay, let me put this right here. Ah, here we go. Yes, found it. Never mind, chat. I thought they deleted it. I was like, no. So, like I was saying, my chat. Here we go. Ah. While Arc Raiders Cruise's Battlefield 6 player count, while Arc Raider Cruise's Battlefield 6 player count has plummeted on the Steam charts, but why? Here's what the diehard fans say. Here's what's a diehard fan of the FPS thinks. Battlefield 6 count has dropped significantly 3 months after launch, while Arc Raiders is still cruising at the heights of its success, which they have sold 12 million copies, which is nice though. It's been really nice to see that game sold. I'm glad they really did a good job with it. It's a great game. I'm actually enjoying it. Good graphics, good stuff. Ah. Crash Bandicoot are by reports coming to Fortnite. We will apparently get a movie plus games. Oh, nice. If they're doing that, they're going to have to claim Clove Violet as well. I stop with the slander. Hey, but guess what, Safo? It is a Sony PlayStation game because Sony funded those guys. Yep. And I can't believe Sony gave the go to release that game on that console. Wow. Just like Quantum Error. Like, where the hell is y'all's quality control? Seriously. Crazy, y'all. See them pickles pulling games so fun. Laugh aloud. It's on the phone. Really? Cool. Louis, I've decided to consolidate some of my consoles. Trading in a Series X. I have two, a PS5 that has a Pro, and a Switch OLED. We'll get about 800 for them. Really? And what are you going to play, though? What are you going to play, boy? We're going to play. Plump is a joke. Stop sharing. P Lump is a nice guy, though. I like P Lump. P Lump is a nice guy. Unless you're a guest, don't share all the podcasts during the XPI, please. Oh, that's big B money. It's okay. Get that money, broke boy. Yep. Yeah, BB, stop spamming. Actually, BB money. Because Crash Bandicoot is the most annoying, try hard to be cool and edgy character ever in gaming history. I wouldn't say Crash Bandicoot is annoying, though. The thing is, they made him annoying. They made him annoying. That's the thing, though. But Sony didn't fund them. What do you mean Sony did not fund them? What? No way. I mean, it's exclusive for Sony PlayStation, though. How can Sony did not fund them? Let me see. Cold Violet. Let me go see Cold Violet. Cold Violet, a core game. Oh, wow. Sony did not fund them, though. I thought they did, though. Huh. But why in the blue did they let them put the game like that on there? Oh, God's sakes. I thought Sony did fund them. Developer. Hold on 1 second. Let's go look for this information. Let me go see. Oh. They did not fund them, though. I thought they did, though, because I heard they actually did fund them, and now they didn't, though. Okay. I see now. My bad, chat. My bad. I misspoke here. Sorry about that. My bad. Look, it will get to you, share people other podcasts be fine, but don't let it be a survey spam. Someone's podcast get timed out. Nah, Sony didn't make have anything to do with it actually making the game. I thought they did though. Seriously, because they told me that they did though. Damn, those guys who told me. See, this is why you gotta look up for information, chat. Remember that. Sorry about that, chat. I corrected myself right here. It's okay. So it happens to all of us. Then I get fun GTA 6, but ponies are running with it, signing saying it's exclusive. TJ, the thing was that I trolled Big Money because I know he does talk about my show. I was just trolling him, TJ, here live. He does talk about my show. I was just trolling him here live. Don't be slandering Big Money. I was just trolling him a little bit. That's what I said. I see how you did. I see how it is. But okay, chat. Like I said, I corrected myself. I thought Cole Violet was being published by Sony, but still though. Crazy Louie has been entertaining my mornings almost 2 years, 3 jobs. Yay! I get a job promotion for that. So let's read about this chat. All right. That didn't change the fact that PS fanboys were hyping the game because it was skipping Xbox. Oh, okay. That's why. There you go. Yep. There you go. No, but here's the thing though, Google Poll. I've been doing the morning show since I think it was 24, right, chat? When did I start doing the morning shows? Is it 24 or 25? No, I started in 24. Yeah, I started doing the morning shows in 24 because we started with the XBI team, kind of getting busy and it was getting tough to do shows. So I decided to take a turn and say, okay, let's do a good morning show. To talk good morning stuff. Talk positive about things. Have our fun, slander people and everything. Yeah, that's what we do. We talk a lot of fun here. We make mistakes too. Yep. I also have a Series SNS PS5 Pro and a Switch 2 already. I have a console on each floor of the three-story townhome. And just me here, so I'm still good. Wow. You have a lot though. Damn. Especially accounts like the new Tomcat on Twitter. Early 2024, yeah, that's when it started. Yeah, early 2024 because I remember basically when I went to Miami, I was already doing the morning show. So yeah, it was like a year and a half ago, pretty much. Yeah, almost 2 years. Yeah, you're right, almost 2 years though. But I got a promotion for that. Yeah. Entertaining people. Woo-hoo. Yeah. So chat. Like I was saying, let's keep on talking about Battlefield because this is an interesting news because they told us that Battlefield 6 was going to be the Call of Duty destroyer, but guess what? It wasn't though. All those guys cheering for this game and now they're playing Hard Creators. Two of the biggest new games in late 2025 with Battlefield 6 launching in early October and Hard Creators dropping at the end of the month. But while both titles were massively successful across Xbox, PC, and PS5 in the first several weeks of availability, player counts on the Steam charts have begun to tell the different story as we move into a new year. Presently, Battlefield 6, a game that peaked at 747,440 Steam players at launch, according to SteamDB, only has 55,483 soldiers deployed into its digital battlegrounds. In fairness, it is Monday morning as I write this, but even so, the large-scale FPS has struggled to hit 100K players in at peak hours, recently averaging at 85K, 100K at that time. Damn. Damn. This is a sharp contrast to Arc Raiders, which is largest retained. Now following a quick accrued at release. Embark Studios' explosively popular extraction shooter launched with a peak of 481,166 players. But as its TeamDB page shows, it's still hitting 24-hour heights of 422,348 months later, with 2026 559,000 exploring the waste beyond Speranza as I write this. Wow. Despite having a terrific launch and being the best-selling game of 2025, Battlefield 6 has so proven to have the weaker legs on the two shooters. Like I said, though, chat, and I say this again, and Louis was right, though. What did I say about these games when they release? All these games and all the stuff that happens, right? All these games that release and everything that are live service games, if you do not keep the player engaged, they go to something else. That's normal. And I remember when they were talking about that it was going to be the game that's going to take down Call of Duty. I said they have a long, and I do mean a long fucking way to go. because no joke, they really had to take the step by step. And in order for it to destroy Call of Duty, you really have to work to get people to just stick around to play the game, which we did not see that happen. So, uh, granted, I'm not saying it's time to ring alarm bells. It's an eighth place for daily active users on Steam. The platform's 11th top seller on Xbox Play Games charts. It's neck to neck with our creator suggesting things are closer on consoles. Uh oh. Even so, though, there's been a clean and a major drop for Battlefield 6 overall compared to Inbox fan favorite title. But why is that? Well, as someone who played upwards of 200 hours of Electronic Arts and Battlefield Studios, all Out Warfare shootout since its release, I think there was a few different factors in play here. Hmm. Firstly, despite Battlefield 6 now featuring 11 different maps, all of them are considerably smaller than larger stages from previous titles that gave players and vehicles more room to breathe and more space and cover to work with. That has led to widespread complaints that the gameplay feels too crowded and somewhat Call of Duty like, even on big maps like Mirak Valley or the shrunken down remake of Battlefield's 3 Operation Firestorm. There's also expressed disappointments about the cadence of Battlefield 6 content drops, with many arguing that only 2 new maps, both of which were again too small, and a handful of limited time modes that didn't land well weren't enough for Season 1 of of the game's live service. Lock a lot. I liked Ice Lock a lot, but maps should be the priority. To offer opponent comparison, Battlefield's 5 expansion packs that released in the late 2013, though late 2014, each contained 4 maps. The game's controversial progression system is worth touching on as well. Many feel that it's far too grindy, with many weapon attachments locked behind significant time investment in different camo cosmetics. You're bitching too much, if what it seems though. Because I'll be honest with you, every game that's MMO and all that stuff that you gotta unlock stuff, you have to grind. That's the point. You have to get to level 100 to get prestige, or you gotta hit a high level to hit that prestige thing. That's the point of the damn game. Ah. And of course, Battlefield's always had that grind. Oh Lord. Many feel that it's far too grindy, but many weapons attachments locked behind significant time investment in different camo cosmetics only attainable by using specific weapons you may not like. If attachments were easier to unlock and camos were unlocked for guns individually as you got them to higher levels, I think players would be much happier. Please add more loadout options for helicopters and jets too. Finally, I'll also be remiss not to mention Battlefield 6 technical issues, as many players have frequently reported hit registration problems, lag causing them to die when they get into full cover, buggy animations when engaging enemy soldiers, and other misshapes. These can make the moment to moment gameplay feel inconsistent and frustrating, taking away from the experience considerably. Wow, this guy suffered. Whew. I will, Jacob. Give me 1 second. Let me read. Hmm. I mean, I will, buddy. I will. There are some other things like the widely hated Netflix style UI, the poor job Battlefield Studios has done to showcase community main portal experience, and the continuous balancing of the breakthrough mode. The aforementioned issues, though, are Battlefield 6's biggest problems. I don't think we'll see the FPS regain some of the popularity before they are addressed. Really? Come on, man. I mean, look, if they do something good and they do something real good to bring back the players will come back. Come on, man. This is this. I can't. I read this stuff and I'm like, why do you guys like to just go out there and destroy stuff? Seriously, like that though. Oh Lord, damn. Though it's hard to compare them directly since they're 2 different types of shooters. Okay, exactly. I'd say our creators has done a better job in delivering post-launch content so far, and also has a more satisfying progression system and cleaner, more reliable netcode. It's for those reasons, alongside the highly dynamic nature of PvPvE games that makes the entire experience unpredictable, that I believe is performing better than Battlefield 6. Hmm. Oh, that's it? Okay. I guess that's it though. Bro, the thing that intrigues people is looting. When it comes down to looter shooters, right? One of the fun things about upgrading, right? And Arc Raiders that I noticed that it's really engaging is you want to look for blueprints, you want to look for pieces, you want to look for other stuff, and so that's why Arc Raiders is so engaging that people are enjoying it a lot. And it's a really fun game. I mean, you go on the map, and not only that, you also have this sci-fi world out there that you're facing big ass robots, which I sit there and I compare to. I'm like, whoa, this is like it feels like it's a Terminator though. This game feels like a Terminator. Now, Battlefield is a multiplayer shooter X type game, and you're not going out there to loot. You're just going out there to shoot, take down things. And so it gets to a point where you get tired of the shooting and everything and yada 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 and all that stuff. That's what happens with it with that type of game because of course when it comes out it's spicy, it's good, you get in there, but once you like hit a level 200 or 300 after all this time, you're like, wait, I'm doing the same thing, either breakthrough, either this. What they got to do is add more modes, right? More modes, for you to play, to enjoy. You got to do other stuff in that game for people to have fun, kind of like how Battlefront did. You have like the sky. I don't know if does it have like a jet flying mode in Battlefield. I don't remember. I got to check that out though. You can fly planes or helicopters, take down and other stuff. I mean, they gotta have those modes in there. I don't know why they don't have it though. Get more vehicles in there, get more modes in there for people to enjoy, to level up though. Yeah. So let's see what chat is saying though. Mm. Stone Patrol says, Our Raid is so much fun in my opinion. The tension is so good, you never know if someone's going to be friendly. Even the AI enemies are really interesting. Yeah, because it feels like you're in Terminator land though. It feels like it. I even said, I was talking to Farq about this, and again, shout out to Farq for the thumbnail, like always. Always does an amazing job. I hope he drops in. And so I was telling this to Farq. This feels like a Terminator game. Now, what they need to do is sit down with Terminator, do a collab, and bring T800s into this open world. Can you imagine you facing the T800 out there? Holy shit. That would be amazing, though, because you got robots as enemies, which is so much fun, though. Got a code to RIP it another conqueror. Got a code to what now? Chicken always has a constant flood. And the chat there was nothing else to put away. COD is Battle Royale BF6. It's basically an arena shooter, and Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter. But they are the best in their field in game genres. Yep. Comparing between them is a little disingenuous. The thing that they're trying to compare is that they're shooters, right? But you cannot compare like how you go into Battlefield versus how you go into Arc Raiders. Because on Arc Raiders, for example, if you die, you lose your loot. That's it. You're butt naked again. No joke. They take your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle, like in Terminator, right? They take everything away if you die. Your weapons and everything. No joke. So then you gotta go in, you gotta go ahead and fix, yeah, you gotta fix the weapons, upgrade, the storage, yada yada yada, in order to continue on to pick up things. And it's so much fun to pick up things. It's so much fun to face enemies, And seriously, not only that, you also have to level up to unlock all the levels, which is a nice gesture too. Because right now you're in this area, so that way if you get tired of that area already because you level up so much, you can move up to the other areas in the game, which is a nice feat right there. So yeah, they made it interesting though. Battlefield, of course, you jump in and you got all these maps right away, which is fun. But what makes it fun about Battlefield is the modes they have in. But in the end of the day, though, it's not a little shooter. You have to go in, you got to shoot the guy, you got to use his weapon, get a couple kills, to get the upgrades, which is okay. I don't find nothing wrong with that. But what Battlefield has to do is add more modes. Again, like for example, how Battlefront had it. You flew the what's the thing called? The little spaceship, whatever it's called, the little spaceships, in Star Wars and stuff like that. Why don't you add that? With the jets and everything, add more planes for people to have fun. Just keep on adding, add modes. Tank mode, yeah. Go ahead and add a tank mode so we can blow each other up with tanks. Heck yeah. Louis, today I discovered that XSB ABK owns Naughty Dog's old IP before Sony bought D&D. Way of the Warrior fight. No. Jacob, you do not want them to own Way of the Warrior. No, that is not a good look. No. If that's the 3DO game, then no. If that's the old 3DO game, no. Hell no! We don't want that game. That game was the worst ever game made in one of the worst ever games made in 3DO. No. It's actually one of the worst Naughty Dog games ever made too. We going to see GTA 6 next month. The 3 months Wild Worlds is online. Y'all going to see it. Dear Lord. Yeah, that's standard. If you're lying, show Louis Reed. Higher levels, the grind gets worse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the grind gets worse. That's true. I mean, I haven't been at higher levels, but I can imagine it does get worse because you probably get more enemies, you probably get more stuff. Because right now, my bullets don't do shit to these bad guys. So especially when I use that heavy sniper though. I like the heavy sniper. One shot, one kill. Ooh, not one kill though. At least two or three kills though. You never make gamers happier, no matter what you do. Yep, 100%. You can't. Every game that messes with COD. Yep. And the sad part about this, they did not mess with COD. It was the Sony fanboys, it was the media, and all the stuff that was doing that mess. They were trying to push this Battlefield game like it was the best one out there. And once I downloaded it, once I started playing it, I was like, well, it's the same old Battlefield I played for the last 20 years. Doesn't mean I hate it, because I love it. I feel like, yes, they came back, which is good, because at the end of the day, yes, I love Battlefield. It's my most played game in 360, Battlefield 3, and I'm happy that they're back. But at the end of the day, though, I was like, what are they cheering for? It's the same game I played 15 years ago, 20 years ago. When the Battlefield came out? I don't know. Battlefield 3? Damn. Yeah. Let me see. Damn, left alone. Battlefield BFF still has bad matchmaking. Yeah, it's EA. That always happens. Resident Evil Requiem gameplay showcase in January 15. Yep, 100%. We're getting more Resident Evil, guys. Yes, sir. We're getting a showcase. Yes, sir. Right now, I'm going to watch the show, Jesse. What show, though? I can't wait for the Xbox show. Nobody can wait for that. I can't wait for that either. I ran through the Terminator 2D game the other day, played on easy to carry the feel of it. Now stepping up the difficulty, I'm having fun with it. Yeah, it's a fun game, though. It's a fun game. For the price of it, though, you know, yeah. But it's a fun game, though. It's a fun game. Louis and his sound effects needs to be recorded and put in games. Oh, good God, no. I'll probably be fired on the dot. Oh, Lord. Let me see, though. Battlefield's so good, but no. Better than Call of Duty. Yeah, Battlefield is good. Battlefield is good the way it is. But it's not better than Call of Duty because here's the thing, though, and I even said this to the guys. In order for Battlefield to be like Call of Duty, they really need to have studio backing. They really need that backing on their backs, Like, for example, they need to take the studio and work on something every 2 years or something to get the game more engaged for people to hop in, though. And that's what I said. It's going to take a while before Battlefield can go up there and take down Call of Duty. I said that a long time ago, though. And look at it. I was right, though. It's going to take a while. Now, is Battlefield still in the top 10? Yes. Or in the top 15, though? Yes, it is. Yeah, I did read it. Louis, today I discovered that Xbox VA BK owns Naughty Dog's old IP. And I said, we do not want to own that IP. We don't even want to mention that damn IP because that game sucks. It's called Way of the Warrior. It was a bad, terrible, man, I'm telling you, one of the worst games ever put on 3DO. Oh my God. Whew. Battlefield's cooked. Once the pilot died, it's never going to compete with COD now. I don't know about that. It can't compete though. Listen, it can compete, but the thing is, in order to compete, you need to have a good backing. You need to have a lot of support, like ABK does. Like Call of Duty does. Call of Duty has got such a huge support behind them. It's insane how those guys keep delivering content, how those guys keep doing stuff, and not only that. Remember, Call of Duty took over, right? They took over when it comes to the popular first-person shooter games. They took over back when it first released, and that was the time where Battlefield and Call of Duty should have faced each other in order to be in the top 5 games. But Battlefield kind of slipped away by going, to Battlefield 4 and then Battlefield, what was it? Battlefield World War One, stuff like that. It kind of slipped away from and got away from Call of Duty because listen, Call of Duty has made their mistakes. No joke. They have made their mistakes. Like, for example, look at this year. This year, they made a mistake by releasing the continuation of the story of the good old Call of Duty Infinite, which was probably one of the worst Call of Duty story games I've ever played in my whole fucking life. I'm not kidding you. I do not like Call of Duty Infinite. No matter what, nobody's going to change my mind. I just don't like it. So they did a continuation of that game. And now, right, look at it. They did bad with scores and everything, but still is in the top 5 games. That's how it is. But again, during that time when they were facing each other, Battlefield kind of slipped away, and Call of Duty just kept on taking over. And now it's the king out there of shooters for as of right now. First person shooters. They are the king of shooters. No joke. First person, right? Not third, because third, we know it's Fortnite. Louis, I'm about to ban you. Your current offense is saying you read my chat. You didn't before talking to. I did read it though, Jacob. I did read it. I did read it. I read it before though. I did. I read about the whole way of the samurai or way of the warriors. Like, no, don't bring that game in there. No, Syria has shit the bed many times and is fair. That is not used to, but still, yeah, yep, yep. They had many times though. But the thing is, Battlefield, in order to get to where Call of Duty is, they need to really pump up the content. And they really need to do something, to keep the player engaged. Because this is the problem though. There's a lot of MMOs out there. There's a lot of live service games out there that people play. And so once they're done, because here's the thing though, it happened to me with Helldivers. I leveled up the ship. What else do I need to do in Helldivers? I'm done. Oh, I gotta unlock all the weapons? No, not all the weapons are good. Bring it back, please. Xbox Two or Louis. Which one? Which one? That Call of Duty? Hell no, please don't. Oh, it's about Way of the Warrior? Oh no. No, 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 no. Jacob, that is not going to annoy me. You know what that's going to do? That's going to get the guys out there in the internet talk bad about it. That's what it's going to do, and it's going to fail immediately. It was a bad game. It was. It was seriously not Dog's worst game ever. Battlefield is going to go backwards to 2047 for territory. No, 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 no. No, no, they're not going to go backwards then because, the thing about 2047 was that it came out truly broken and it took them like a year and a half to fix. It took them like a year and a half to fix, and then they after they fixed it, people came back and played it, but it still was not the best Battlefield out there. Like I said, they slipped away. Battlefield slipped away a lot. They slipped away. They should have kept on finding this, kept on going. I mean, remember, this was what happened back in the day. You had Call of Duty, Medal of Honor. Y'all remember the Medal of Honor games? One of the best games made out there with a good story was Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor, and then you had Battlefield. Those were the three big military games from back in the day. Those three. America's Army was there too, but yeah, we're going to put all that stuff to the side though. But those were the big three. Call of Duty kicked Medal of Honor's butt because Medal of Honor, basically died because, they weren't doing so well with the story and everything. They didn't. And not only that, didn't have multiplayer because people were now more interested in investing in the multiplayer than the story. And also, Battlefield, did so well until part three because part four was okay, I guess. It was pretty good. But for me, it's always going to be Battlefield 3, though. If Battlefield could be Sisabla Sampella, why haven't they been? Because yeah, Medal of Honor was. Remember that demo flow? Remember those Medal of Honor? Wow, I always keep on thinking about that Medal of Honor 2, that Medal of Honor game that came on PlayStation called Frontlines. Wow, like it started like what's that movie called? Saving Private Ryan. Wow, yeah, that was a really good one. But wasn't Zero of the Year. Yeah, I'm scared of Saudi on EA, Censor Sims, and BFF, and BF will be likely be yearly in 5 years like report. Hmm. But here's the thing, though, you Bay. Like I told you already a little bit the story of of my opinion how I saw what happened though, because Battlefield kind of slipped away when they made Battlefield 4. They decided to go to Battlefield. What was it? One. They went to World War I, and little by little they started like to slip away. Then they made what was it, 2042 or 2047 was it? I think they made it after that one, 2047, and just didn't do as well with that one. That one came out broken, which that literally was the fatal blow right there. But when they came out with Battlefield 6, the comeback was good, but in order for it to take down Call of Duty, as they were saying, right? Yeah, this game is going to take down Call of Duty. I always said it's going to be a while because they really need to pump up with content. They really need to try to keep the player engaged. And that's the thing with EA. They don't have that practice. While Call of Duty has been for years trying to perfect that, and now they have perfected it. They have. They are right now in a perfect state, when it comes down to engagement. Some people might get tired of it, cool. but the rest of the world is not tired of it. It's not. So in order for Battlefield to be on top, though, they really got to go ahead and sit there and see, okay, what is Call of Duty doing that I can do it and make it better? That's what you got to do. Who owned Medal of Honor before EA? I don't know. I think it was EA who created Medal of Honor, though. Even Battlefield 3 and 4 were getting their teeth. Yeah, that's the truth, though, because Call of Duty was real popular, guys. It was real popular. It was real popular. It still is to this day one of the most popular games out there. It still is. And now you got our creators, which of course probably they're gonna say, "Oh, this game is so good, it's gonna probably beat Call of Duty." Nah, it's still gonna take time though. Kids turning 18 are moving to COD from Fortnite. Laugh a lot. Yeah, that's the thing, though, Demo Flow, because it's a really big talked about game, and same thing with GTA Online. They moved to that though. Battlefield 6 does have some good DLCs coming in not too long. They are bringing naval warfare. I think people like that. Yeah, like I said, you see, Stone Patrol. What they got to do is they got to keep on with the content, keep on delivering to keep the person engaged. Because if not, they leave. But the funny thing is, they will be back to it because the game is really loved, though. Even though the player dropped, but they'll come back to it because the game is really loved. They really did a good job with this one. There always been the goals. Goals. Most of them want to compete. These kids don't want to be doctors and want to be streamers and esports athletes. Yep, that's how they want to be. Hmm. So yeah, who won Medal of Honor before you? I don't know. Let's go see. I think it was EA who created it though. Let's see. It was DreamWorks Interactive. Yeah, the Medal of Honor was created by Film. Oh, that's why it was good. There you go. See, there you go. This is why Medal of Honor was good. The Medal of Honor franchise was created by film director and producer Steven Spielberg. The first game was developed by DreamWorks Interactive. I remember that. The video game arm of Spielberg's production company, DreamWorks SKG, and published by Electronic Arts in EA 1999. EA acquired DreamWorks Interactive and the Medal of Honor intellectual property from Steven Spielberg and DreamWorks SKG in February 2000. Shortly after the release on the first game sequel, Medal of Honor Underground, from the point on, EA fully owned and managed the franchise, with the acquired studio becoming known as EA Los Angeles. Later, Danger closed games and eventually DICE Los Angeles. Yep, there you go. It was owned by Steven Spielberg before, and that's why that Medal of Honor story was so freaking good. Wow. Still to this day, I remember that game. Still, it's one of those games that just never leaves your head. Like you sit there and you think about, like, wow, that Medal of Honor was so good. But yeah, look at now. It's owned by EA. They should have stayed with Steven Spielberg. Damn. Hmm. It would have been better, at least with the story wise, though. At least, I mean, EA, get Steven Spielberg to do a story behind the game, though. I don't know why you haven't done this, especially with how games cost these days. Huh, I would get Steven Spielberg to make me a game. Hmm. But chat, let's move on up. Moving on up, move on up, moving on up. Yeah, let's go to this one because there is a rumor out there. Oh no. Here we go with the rumors, chat. Here we go with the rumors. We have a rumor right here about Ninja Theories Project. Rumor: Ninja Theories Project Mara was just a concept. Hellblade 3 could be their next game. From what I understand, the next game is Hellblade 3. Uh-oh. So, here we go. Because, of course, we had some negative talks about it out there. Some people, catch up to it and started talking bad about it. Louis, this is the scary part. So I was going to let the EA stand. Still, AKA, continue working on AKA. Don't do new IPs or revive IPs, Medal of Honor, etc. Yeah, but here's the thing though. That has always been EA. And Jacob, to be honest though, maybe this could be the savior though, because EA has always been like that, Jacob. No matter what. I mean, look, EA has always been a hot mess. They it Look, I'll even show you this. Check this out. This is way before the Saudi Arabia buyout. Look, I even looked for it. Here. Studios EA has shut down. Okay, let me see if that's still available for the website. So let's see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. All these studios. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. Yep. All right, here it is. So this was in 2019, though, right? Check this out. Look at this. All right. So it says here, if it's an IGN, it's not a rumor. It's a complete lie. So yeah, I just found the studios that got shut down. Where did I put it though? Uh oh. Where is it? Uh oh. Where did I put this thing at? Uh oh. Let me see if I can find it. Hey, Ted Leopard, good morning to you, sir. Chris Rambo, good morning. Forgot to say good morning to you guys. Let me see if I can. Where is that list though? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Found it. Never mind. Sorry about that, chat. Here we go. Let me show you this list right here. Oh man, again, did this? Oh, come on, dude. Why do you guys always keep doing this to me? So here you go, Jacob. Look, this was in 2000. Listen, this article is from 2019, though. Published June 7, 2019. Check out all the studios already shut down. Okay, here's the list. Okay, perfect. So we have Westwood Studios, the guy who did Command and Conquer. We have New FX, the ones who did NBA Street, which is a really fun game. Bulldog Productions, that's three. Playfish, that's four. Original Systems, that's five. Phenomatic Game Development, that's six. Black Box Games, that's seven. Black Box was known for Need for Speed games of the mid 2000s and renamed EA Black Box. There you go. They shut that game down. Probably there was the one who did the Need for Speed, Underground. Victory Games. Yep, let's keep going. Mythic Entertainment. DreamWorks Interactive, the ones who did Medal of Honor, which sucks, Totally forgot about that. EA Salt Lake. Maxis Software, Maxis was for me one of the best teams out there because they really, really made great simulating games. ReZero Games, so sad. And Pandemic Studios. Star Wars Battlefront series. Pandemic Studios shut down a decade ago and is lost more by Battlefront fans. So there you go. This is all before the Saudi Arabia buy. So at the end of the day, maybe they could be their savior though, because look, he has always been a hot mess. SimCity games, yeah, they really did good SimCity games, and it sucks that they shut down all these games. And to make it worse, though, chat, and this is what I don't like about EA that much. One thing I really dislike about EA is they don't sell it. They don't say, "Here, go ahead and buy it." They rather keep it to themselves and shut this thing down. They shut it down. That's it. They don't sell. At least sell the studio and let someone else pick it up. Why? Because they're afraid someone might be successful with it. That's oh my god. That's how I see it, though. That's how I see it, though. Yeah, SimCity, The Sims. The Sims is one of the most popular games out there. Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2. I'm telling you, they really made a hot mess, though. Wow. Shut down all the studios. Hey, Urban Day, what's up? You doing? What's up? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? I mean, even the EA Saudi only have that vision for 2035 to show people Saudi can survive without people hoping around need to know Saudi doesn't plan to. No? I mean, I wish them luck though, Jacob. If they really do get buyout, shoot. Because to be honest, though, EA has always been a hot mess when it comes down to their games. Always, always, always. Like, look, we were just talking about Medal of Honor, and as soon as they picked up Medal of Honor, it gets shut down. Westwood Studios. Westwood Studios had Command and Conquer, one of the best games ever. As soon as it got picked up by EA, gets shut down. Sure. I'll talk whatever became of those have from acclaimed. These were coming. Whatever became of those halves from acclaim. What you talking about, Safo? Put it into subject though. I don't know what you're talking about. I wonder if there's any word of the Lord of the Rings and the Nemesis system since the WB buyout. I don't know about that though. I hope they put it in. So here we go. Let's read about this. On a very rare occasions for the past few years, we've heard that the Xbox Studio Ninja Theory about something called Project Mara. which was first announced all the way back in 2020 as a new development experimental title explores new ways of storytelling. Uh oh. Unfortunately, it sounds like Project Mara may turn into a finished game, at least according to Windows Central editor Jez Corden. In the latest episode of Xbox 2 podcast, during the episode, Corden suggested that Mara has served as a concept of Ninja Theory, but it's not something that currently is being turned into a game. Maybe chat. This could be the game, the secret game that's probably announced, you know? Okay, Jake, why do you think Xbox should go ahead and buy EA though? I wouldn't get EA. I wouldn't get EA because Jacob, one thing I learned is from a long time ago is when you have a company that owes money, and EA is a company that has been in like they owe like a ton of money out there. I think it's millions or something. Luis, we're getting the Game Pass also for 12 bucks. You really? Nice. That's good. What is Mara? Project Mara was a game that was shown 5 years ago. They showed the teaser, but didn't show actually like enough gameplay. It just showed like a girl or someone looking at the screen like just screaming. It looked like a scary game though. But looked like a horror game. Yeah, there you go. Cake batter, what's up? Good morning. So here we go. I've heard that you guys shouldn't expect Project Mara to be a thing. Project Mara was just a concept. It's not a game, and it's not a game they're currently working on. It might be something they work on eventually, but Project Mara is not a game that's currently being worked on at Ninja Theory. So wait a minute. It wasn't canned though. It's just not being worked on right now. Cornyn then went to discuss Hellblade 3, suggesting that it presents Ninja Theory's next planned release. From what I understand, the next game is Hellblade 3, and it's going to be a bit more interactive than Hellblade 1 and 2. I don't know the exact nature of what Hellblade 3 is going to be like, if it's even going to be Hellblade 3, but it does sound like to be in Hellblade universe, and it does sound like they want to make more of a game and broaden its appeal to some degree. Okay. Now we should stress here that anything Gordon mentions on the Xbox 2 podcast has always been taken with a pinch of salt. Remember, guys, we got to take this with a pinch of salt, as he advises that he only puts things in writing on Windows Central when he's particularly confident about them. The podcast is that more sharing what he's heard through the grapevine rather than anything concrete. If this does indeed turn out to be the case, so it seems like we'll be waiting for Ninja Theory to give us anything new. Hellblade 2 was announced in 2019 and didn't release until 2024, so that's quite a stretch of time, of course, because we were in pandemic. Oh my. We'll keep an eye out for further info, but it seems like likely we won't hear much from Ninja Theory in 2026. Um, it's been shelved. All right, let's go see what chat's saying. Let's go read what chat's saying. But man, here we go with the rumors. Yes, sir, the rumors. So, Sour Blow. Good morning, Sour Blow. How you doing, Sour Blow? He said, Project Mine and Scalebound are both legendary. No, Scalebound was a different story though. Scalebound. Where's her top being when you need him those? We're trying to say Scalebound. Her top, come over here. We need you to come here and say Scalebound. It's been shelved, not canceled, but the game is not confirmed Hellblade 3 either. Yeah, but you know how they are. They're like, oh, they canceled the game. You know how it is, right? Yep, you know how it is. So let's read Sourblow's theory. He says Project Mara is Hellblade 3 and Senua has been a patient in a mental health clinic. Oh, wow. Damn, that's actually, a good pitch right there. Sourblow should write Hellblade 3. Can you imagine, like, all this time, this is a freaking thing like that? Wow, that would be an amazing turnaround of events right there, though. When they first showed OFGF Hellblade 2 at the Game Awards, when the Series X was first shown, people thought that Hellblade was going to be Xbox God of War type game with better graphics. Yes, they did, didn't they, huh? I truly finished it end up that way. I truly wish it ended up that way. Really? Very rare, never wild, and lacks of Infinite and Perfect Dark are the GOAT. Super Hellblade 2 Turbo Championship Edition left. Hmm. Mm. Finish Full J, what's up? Good morning to you, sir. He says they did say their next title will be combat focused, so Hellblade 3 being next is either wrong or extremely awesome. Look, chat, when I see this stuff, I always take it like a pinch of salt, though. Because, I always say this, and this generation, something I have learned a lot about these companies. I don't get hyped. I might get excited. I might get happy that this game is coming, but I don't get hyped till I see that they show you, hey, we have a release date. What I mean by release date is, okay, we have this game right here. It's releasing in dot, right there. That's how I know. That's how I know. I mean, that's how when I get excited, that's when I say, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. But here's the thing, though. I don't buy it till I see gameplay of it. I don't buy it till I see people, check the FPS, check if the game is not broken, and that everything is working out fine. Because that's the thing about games nowadays, re-release, they're not always perfect. That's how it is, though, these days. So yeah, that's the advice I give to everyone out there. I see a game, of course, I get excited, I get happy because they're making a new game. But until I don't see it, they say, here's the date of it. I'm just saying this is just a teaser. If it goes away, cool, it's cool. But if it gets shown, to have a release date, if it releases, I'll be extremely happy. That's how it is. Part of the reasoning is, let me see. All right, let's go. I guess I don't really care if they go farther into combat for Hellblade 2, but they gotta just game IFI it. FYI, they really made an interactive movie with Hellblade 2. I know that Cold Violet was exclusive to PS because PS doesn't offer refunds. Ripping up people. Sorry, I just got this new keyboard and it's hard to type without type O's. It's okay. It's okay. No worries. No worries. I get you. I get you. If I get lost with something, I'll tell you so you can repeat it. Sapo, did you see the character can speed sidestep? Really? So y'all, yeah, all those cheap ass studios hopes the PS exclusive label will make the PS fans buy their games no matter what. Just look at Reforge's team baby steps. God damn, you guys are in the slander though. Oh, facts. Is Fable going to be out before Summer Game Fest this year, or will it be out September, November before GTA 6? Good question. I do not know. That's a good question, though. I do not know. Because the thing is, though, if they're ready to do a deep dive in the game, it's got to be ready to be released, though. So remember, we were talking about the Dev Direct that every game that was shown was released this year. So as Fable is on there, it's going to be probably released this year, unless chat, because things can change, and they shows a deep dive and say it's out for 2027. I mean, shit, it can happen. It can happen. I'm not trying to be the doomy gloomy guy, but hey, it can happen. But as we know of, since 2022, or wait, 23 and beyond, with the Dev Direct, every game that was shown has come out. So yeah, probably Fable is ready to come out. But today though, if they release that game though, it's got to be released before GTA 6. I don't know if it's going to be released for the summer or it's going to be released for now. I mean, it all depends on what they say. You just got to watch the Developer Direct, which we will watch it here live. As I promise you guys, any showcase that Xbox does, we'll be here live watching it. PlayStation does, we'll be here live watching it if it's worth it. And Nintendo, if it's worth it, we'll be here live watching it too because, those copyright strikes really hurt, though. They hurt. Do you think the Dev Direct will show PS logos? If they do, cool. If they don't, cool too. That doesn't bother me, to be honest, because that's the thing, though. People, I don't know why people get bothered by that. I don't get bothered by that. The thing is, the thing that really makes mad people is that the fanboys go out there and talk their smack. But I don't care what they say, though. That's the thing, though. They can go ahead, talk all the smack they want. They can go out there, cheer all the stuff they want. At the end of the day, though, my chat, you know what I care for? It's landing on my Game Pass that I'm playing. I'm paying it every single month, right? And I have it for this much of a price. Well, they're out there paying 70 for that stuff. And if they want to keep on paying their 70, go ahead and pay your 70. That's how I see things. I don't care if that does happen though. I look at that seriously. I just don't care anymore. I just don't because at the end of the day, though, look what we saw yesterday with Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon. Look, well, look, that's not what was getting over with the PS though. Okay, what were you getting though, Power Boss? Go for it. Bring it in, buddy. Look at Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon brought in 300 million. Such a nice. That's some good cash right there for Microsoft. Feels nice though. Yeah, I think it will be out like April. They have too many games for the end of the year. GTA 6 will keep. We'll keep from putting any game after that. Yeah, I think it will be out in like April. I have too many games for the end of the year, and GTA 6 will keep them for putting. Yeah, GTA 6 will be is something that everybody's like, let's go away from it. But let's not get closer because that thing is gonna seriously any game that's put on there is gonna be put out for a while. I seen logo upset you. You need to get a. Remember, I said on the game debut, if there's no PS logo, that means it's a time exclusive, not a PS5. Or best worst is never comes. But the thing is, though, Power Boss, that's what they were looking at the showcase. Like, what game is going to come out? What game is going to come out? Because as soon as they see the game coming out to PlayStation, you know what they're going to do, right? They're going to play their number one top game out there, their favorite game of all of them. Out of all the games they have to play, they're going to be playing Twitter. They're going to go on Twitter. They're going to go on Instagram. Any social media game. I don't know why Sony has not made these social media games because they be rich. I mean, as Sony, if I was Sony, right, and I want to get money from the fans, I would charge them $10 to use Twitter, though. I would charge them $10 a month to use Twitter. They should put that in the PS Plus service just to get that money in, because that's the number one game they play. Oh Lord! And they will go out there and tweet about it. Now the question is, will they buy it though? Will they buy it day one? That is the question. They won't buy shit. Psh, just talk shit, man. Those guys don't play games like we do. We out here playing games. Demoflow plays games. Power Boss plays games. I play games. Sean TJ plays games. All y'all play games. They don't play games. All they do is play on Twitter and PH. Y'all know what I'm talking about PH, right? Yeah. Yeah, little PH thing. Yeah. That's all y'all play. Seriously. No joke. Xbox should release the Mighty Doom on consoles. Oh man, don't bring man, Jacob. I'm depressed. They shut down my Mighty Doom. I love that game. I love that. I played that game a lot. Funny enough, the third party exclusive state exclusives longer, if forever, way more than Sony first party games. Yep, that is true. That is true. But else they can do. Sony got no games. No, they don't. If Gears Force are all coming out this year, it would make sense to drop each quarterly. Yep, I believe that too. Right, then don't buy Concord or Gear of War. Remember that? Yeah, they were like, right, we have Gears of War. Yeah. Wait, who got banned? Oh, poor little Japan hates Xbox. Oh, thank God. I've never seen a guy that doom and gloom so much like Japan hates Xbox. Yo, that guy was really acting like he was from Japan. He talked like, yeah, I'm from Japan. And then everybody found out he's from Canada. God damn. Ooh, man. Oh Lord. That's some good stuff right there. I'm glad he got banned. Now we gotta ban James. Now we gotta ban KJN. Now we gotta get Nin GPT out of there too. We gotta get all those guys out of there. Never seen so much guys talking so much negative stuff about Xbox. Say they got nothing to do though. Ah, this dude was from Alabama. He was from Canada though. Alabama. Oh Lord. I really hope Wolverine gets pushed to next year. Then Sony will have one game this year, Concord 2.0 AK Marathon Laugh Out Loud. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I don't know about that marathon game though. And that is coming to Xbox. So they aren't really hyping it. If they was exclusive, you know what they would be doing. Yeah, that's how they are. I mean, look, guys, let me tell you something, right? PlayStation has got their fans, their hardcore fans, right? Because they got them to that level to think that if this game was like this, if this game was like this, perfect. That means exclusive and everything. They go ahead and cheer for it. But the question is though, even for them, they're exclusives. They don't even buy them too. Because look, right? It's sad that I see Ghost of Tsushima sells 10 million copies out there. Now we got a second one, Ghost of Yotei, and only 3 million people buy it. Wow, that's terrible. I mean, I was really hoping that that thing would sell though, like at least 5 or 6 million or seven. But wow, that is terrible that only 3 million bought it. Pretty much nothing. They have like what is it, 80 million consoles out there, 90 million consoles shipped. That says right now sitting at 80, but nobody went out there to buy that game. That is terrible. Look at Astrobot, Gotti of the Year, 1.5 million. My God, no. No, no, no. I think it's right now at 2.4, but Jesus. Didn't sell shit. So let's see what chat's saying though. You bet they both talk plenty about fanboys on what they both talk plenty about fanboys. What you on about? I wish Fritanga don't know Silas still did fanboy content. Now they just cry about AI. Here's the thing though, chat. And the thing about AI is I understand that there's a lot of cry in AI. I understand that 100%. And I already told you guys this, like what is the like the percentage of people that don't like AI, some people do. There's a 60% of people that don't like AI. There's a 40% of people that do like AI. Now, all these companies are trying to sell you to AI. They are. And they'll try to force it onto you to see if you like it or not. But it's gonna take time. This will take time. It will take time. It will take time though. Let's see now. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake set to launch in early 2026 for PlayStation 5, Series X and S, and PC via Ubisoft Connect, Steam, and Epic Games. It will not release for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Good. It's about damn time though. Jesus. Because really, wow, my God. I really, 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 really tired that they keep on delivering games back to the old consoles, but which is actually the thing that's holding back gaming. It is. I mean, that thing is actually holding back gaming. All right, it's closed now. All right, it's perfect. That was being annoying. It's being annoying though. I had something popping up in here for Discord. All the Discord chat was just boop, 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 boop. Yeah. So, and where was I? I kind of got lost now for a moment. Where was I though? Because I had to take something out because it was just distracting me. How funny would it be that D-bag Japan hates Xbox, changes his name to Japan loves Xbox after Forza Horizon 6 in Japan comes out and it's amazing. They will not do that. They need to keep the persona right there because that's the thing though. These guys have a persona and they want to go out there and keep on with the persona though. That's what they want. They want to keep on with the persona. They want to keep on with the lies. They want to troll. They want to do all that stuff. That's what they do though. That's what they do. Probably the same as Nick Clown. He lives, but here isn't from here though. I was with Frit in his Discord talking about fanboys and watching wrestling stuff. Alex does it every Saturday. The one thing about Yote not selling as much as expected it to, at least the game did not cost hardly anything for a PS game anywhere at 60K, 80K. I think it was 60 million that it cost to make the game, and they made it back though, that which is good. Did you see what happened to? Did you happen to see that AI music video about Twitter and console sales? The best PS5 exclusives. No, I did not see that though. How is everyone's neck these days? To scan your head to. Plus, I'm talking to videos like those who regularly they quit those to generate subs. Yeah, Call of Duty will release this fall, and so with Halo and Gears of War, but they will be out before November 11th on whenever GTA 6 is scheduled. Yeah, I think GTA 6 is scheduled for November now, unless if it gets delayed again to 2027, which we still don't know. And in the 5 years you can play those $120 organic, buggy, unpolished made games that will play $20 AI slap that actually works. And that's the thing, though. Yeah, I was talking about AI. Yeah. So the thing is that a lot of people out there. Hold on 1 second, chat. Let me just throw out delete. Let me just do something real quick. Task manager. Let me close Discord because that message is just driving me nuts. Seriously, come on, Discord. You guys are on a rant today over there in Discord today. Ooh, baby, where is Discord though? Let me try to close it. Look for Discord task manager. I can't see Discord though. Gosh, let me open it. So I'm gonna close that sucker down because seriously, those messages just keep on popping. There it is. Okay, found it. All right, so end task. Yes, finally. Oh God. So bring it back in. So like I was talking about AI, right? There's 60% people don't like it, 40% of people that do. And AI has been taking over jobs and all that stuff. And of course, you're gonna get a lot of hate behind it. Now, my opinion about AI is stop forcing it. Go slow. Stop forcing that thing on people. Seriously, it's annoying when people force things on you. Like, yeah, we gotta like you see Nvidia guy going out there talking about it. You see Nadella going out there talking about it. You see all this stuff talking about it. Look, AI is beautiful. I get it. It's gonna do wonders. It's gonna be fantastic. It's helped businesses. It's helped a lot of people. I get that. But at the end of the day, though, go slow. Don't force it. Let people get adjusted to it in order for it to be understood. Now, if you guys keep forcing it, you're gonna get people pissed off. Not only that, instead of laying off people, look for something for them to do too. Because that's another thing. You got a lot of people mad because you're laying off people for this AI crap. Man, you guys are companies that have shit tons of money. Why do you think AI one day won't screw you over or make mistakes? It's common to make mistakes. I mean, look, right? The other day, I posted a video that my brother Silent Cypher did in a store of Xboxes. And someone asked Grok, is this video recent? And Grok was like, oh, this video was taken a couple months ago, blah, blah. And that was a Silent Cypher made video that I got it right then and there and posted it. They can make mistakes. It's common. And yet you guys lay off people and you're pissing off people around the world because that's the thing though. Everybody right now is scared because they don't know if they're going to be laid off or they're going to be fired because of this damn AI thing. So that's what I'm saying. Stop forcing this AI. Ugh. Halo can release 6 hour. It's a 6 hour campaign without multiplayer, 100%. Yep, that's true. They can release that game whenever they want. Yes, sir. And fighters you can play it. Yep. Let's see now. Herman Day, the hell are you talking about, Lafalau? Stone UK regulators have US Babas litter. Oh Lord. Smaller install base with a sequel which typically doesn't sell as well. It should have sold well because the thing is, once you have a fan base though of a game, and that tells you like how many people bought the game and actually finished the game. Because I'm curious though. I'm curious to when I get my PlayStation 5 back, I'm curious to go into Ghost of Tsushima, find out what's the last trophy on defeating the boss. I'm curious to see how many people actually finished it of the 10 million that bought the game. Seriously, I'm curious about it. Who has a PS5? Whoever has a PS5 right now, if you guys have Ghost of Tsushima, what was the final boss trophy? Let's see now. Final boss trophy of Ghost of Tsushima. Let me see. Do me a favor. The trophy is called Mono No Aware. Go in there into your PS5, log into it, and check out what was the percentage of people who finished the Mono Nowhere. It's called Mono. Sidlar, good morning, Sidlar. Mono Nowhere. That was the trophy of the last boss. So check that trophy out if you guys got a PS5 and tell me about it and see what the percentage is if you guys can do that. Not about going to like the PS trophy, whatever thing is, because not everyone is signed in there. But yeah. Oh, you got the director's cut. No, we got to get the regular Ghost of Tsushima, the first one that came out for PS4. That's the one we got. We need to see who what to play a game with me. Who want to play a game with you? Ah, hell no. Beat me money. Listen, I played a game with you, and every time I'm in the game, you say I got a girlfriend, and you leave, and then we gotta carry your butt. I switched my laptop to Linux, way better than Windows for productivity. So now my desktop PC is dedicated for just gaming. Nice. Hmm. Alex doesn't have the time. Doesn't have a lot of time, but still makes 20 videos every day. 5 hour live stream every day. Tanga has bragged numerous times in his videos how much subs he's got since because he's doing his content. That's the thing, though, and this is why I don't. When some people come in here and talk about other people, like I always say, I have mad respect to them when it comes down to content because seriously, you know, that's how it is. Seriously, you put a lot of time into this stuff. I don't care for AI. The day I can pick one in Walmart, watch it wash, and fold my laundry, I won't care for it. So Safo, there is a robot though that can do that though, but it costs like 20 grand. But hell no, we ain't paying 20 grand to have a robot to clean and do the dishes for us. If that thing becomes self-aware, we gotta shoot that thing down. I have a PS5 bought Final Fantasy 16. I only had 3 hours on it. Damn. Whoever browses all categories, there should be an option that says best bits. Okay, Louis, I'm dumb now. Also, the PlayStation fan base is still divided PS4 and PS5, hardcore and casuals. Yep, it still is. It still is because some people just don't want to buy the box. They don't find it intriguing or interesting. They just don't. Because to be honest, though, it's like what I say, right? When you look, remember The Last of Us 2 remastered? The Last of Us 2 remastered? When Digital Foundry grabbed it, it was like it's not that big of a huge upgrade. Oh God! I Taneras, I bought the PS5 for Chinese FTP games, free to play games, so I don't really have time for Sony games. Oh, there you go. Also, the PlayStation fan base is about. Let me see. I got 3 days and 16 left. I'll breaking news. You can pre-order sticks right now. Really? Sticks, nice on Xbox. Oh, that's cool. I'd be fun. Terrible. Yeah, really terrible? I haven't played it though. Theranos, I'm hype about the new MiHoYo game about paranormal stuff. Nice. Nice. There's some great stuff out there when it comes to paranormal stuff. That's what this generation has given us. A lot of good paranormal stuff. Better if Jim were the main character. Really? You think it would have sold better if that was the character though? I think the problem with the I only have PS3, PS4, and Xbox One after 2021. I'll switch to a PC. Really? Wow. And that's the thing, though, is there's a lot of people who switch to PC. Right back to gaming on the way to 50 pounds here. Shall I buy? Yes. Great game. Buy it. It's got the scary in it. It's really fun. I did not know Chinese FTP games was a thing like Genshin. Yeah, Genshin Impact is a big game. True trophies say, goes here to say that maybe 53% completed the game. What? But that's in true trophies, though. We got to check out in general. What I do is I don't go to true trophies. What I do is I go to like the console itself and look at general. It's like when I found out the information about Spider-Man that 20 million copies were sold in the PS4 era because I have the Spider-Man 4 game and it sold 20 million copies. So literally only what was it? 49% of it was like what 9 million of them beat the game and 11 million just played it and that's it. Wow. Louis, wake up and dream right now. It's 2013 right after the Xbox One backlash. What do you want me to dream about that though? What am I dream about that though? That is not a dream. That's called a nightmare. Wow. How oof, my God. Does the PS4 count as only a PS5? If so, then I have one. Well, I mean, if you can see the trophies of Ghost of Tsushima, not the Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. I want to see the Ghost of Tsushima PS4 game. I want to see the trophies on there. Because I finished it but my PS5 is at my cousin's place, so I gotta go pick it up later. Last year I played 83 games and court. Nice. And so like Genshin Sony makes a lot of revenue of these. Just look at what Win Smith quality games. Yep. They made a lot of money with that game. Yep. That is so true. That is so true. But that's something I want to see though. Xbox never bought 40 studios. Xbox never bought 40 studios. They have 40 projects, not 40 studios. They have tons of studios though. It isn't terrible. IMO is just way longer than it should have been. AW2 it's locked in. What was AW2? AW2. What's AW2 though? PS4 already won the console war. No, Nintendo beat his ass though with Nintendo Switch. Oof, my God, Nintendo Switch kicked his ass all over the place. Damn, that Nintendo Switch was fire. Sold 150 million as of now. I hope it's going to 160 million though soon. So that way it can defeat PlayStation's, fake. I call it fake though. Island Week 2? Okay, okay. Yeah. So that way it can defeat and break the fake record of PlayStation 2. Because I call it fake because those last numbers, I was like, prove it. Show it to us. All they said was, well, we sold 164 million, but show it to us. Show it. I dare you. They didn't show shit. Because that was a long time ago, though, of course. So now we got to lie out here to just be number one. Pathetic. Hold on, guys. I'm getting a message right now. Una sonce. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, my chat. Hey, Pickles, what's up? PS4 is still the majority of console PS gamers use. That's the thing, though, because look, right now with how technology advances, right? I always say this with how technology advances and how things are. Like, people are not looking as much into consoles like they used to, though. I mean, look, Nintendo Switch, of course, it will sell because it's a hybrid thing. And people now are getting most like into the handheld things, taking your gameplay everywhere, having fun with your games, everywhere you go, right? So, but the PS5 though, as I looked at the numbers yesterday, I was talking to Joy about it. I said, Joy, PS5 sold this much consoles last year, this much consoles the year before, and now this year it seems like they only sold 9 million consoles as of the number that we saw. So they have 9 million consoles as of the numbers as we saw. It's not looking a good thing. Like it tells you, like in the market, people are not really buying these things, and not only that, with these price hikes though, it's really damaging the brands right now. These price hikes, it's insane. Right now, like I always say, we're now 6 years into the generation because this is the 6th year of the gen, right? These consoles should be lower prices, but no, they keep ramping it up, ramping it up, ramping up, price hikes, price hikes. And people right now are being smart on what they buy, though. And it's only just a few people out there who fanboy about these consoles. They have this dream, and they say, because, listen, chat, one of the funniest things I've ever read in my entire life was that everyone who owns a PC has to own a PS5. And I'm like, what's really? Like, some people that have a PC, they go ahead and buy a PS5. I'm like, no, that's not true. They're not going to spend $500 on that. They'd rather spend $500 on upgrading their PC because that's where they game. Seriously, like you sit there and you look at those conversations, and I'm like, but wait, what happens if they have a 3080 in the box? What happens if they have a 4080? What happens if they have 4070, 3070 in the box? Why do you think they're going to go and get a PlayStation console where the graphics are downgraded? Come on, man. I mean, seriously, I just thought. No, no, it's 2013. It's not 2026, Louis. For me, it's 2026 and beyond. I'm never going back to 2013. No, that thing is long gone. The only thing I can go back for is my hair. That's it. Why people still fanboying after Steam comes to Xbox, I have no fucking idea. Because Pickles, they need the win, though. The thing is, Pickles, look, when you go out there and in your head and in your heart, you think you're always winning because you think your box is doing great. But at the end of the day, all your narratives have been destroyed. You got to look for that win because you got to keep that ego up. It's all about ego. That's why people go out there, they talk all the stuff they talk because about ego. That's it. Because they can never be wrong. Even though you can prove them that they're wrong, they still argue with you. I used to like console wars. Now I find it cringe and boring. I don't find it boring though. I still find it entertaining though. Who did you hear about Xbox on the Domain Reverse? Yep, I remember that. But the next Xbox will be premium. Pickles, any box that comes out next gen is going to be premium now. Any box, because that's the thing though. If it does come out and the RAM prices are still up, it's going to be premium. No matter what, it's going to be premium boxes, which sucks. That's the things we got to deal with nowadays. It's like cell phones. Remember when the iPhone came out? It was what was it, 400, 500 bucks for an iPhone? Now it's 1,000, 1,005, 2,000. Same thing with Samsungs. Things got expensive. PS5 having an Xbox game doesn't make you enjoy it less. Just remember, Xbox owns so many studios they can pump out for one first party game a month for 2.5 years, with the studios never putting out two games. Yep, they got enough studios to do. Remember, Matt Booty came out after they shut down Perfect Dark to try to fix it, and he said, "Oh, we have 40 projects." And the thing is, it's like what I say. Back when that happened, we got questions. And the question is, will you guys deliver on your 40 projects though? So don't come out to me and tell me you got 40 projects on the way, because first of all, if you got 40 projects, that's cool. That's awesome. But at the end of the day though, even though you got 40 projects, the only way I believe you is when I see them release. That's it. Let's say people want premium. The Series S was cheap as heck, and nobody wanted it. So there you go. That is so true. Yep. That's not true, Jacob. That's never gonna happen. I might have got kicked out of there. Western developers are in trouble. Eastern developers are making big leaps. Have you seen Crimson Desert? Yeah, I've seen Crimson Desert. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Gaming in general was in trouble. We're in big trouble. I mean, what I mean by big trouble is that we've been into a generation that everything has been crazy. We have studio shutdowns. We have big games being canceled. We have trailers that have been shown like the games being canceled. It's like, who do I trust? Like, who am I gonna sit here and trust? You know what I trust, guys? The other thing I trust is my wallet, and when I see the release date of the game. That's who I trust. That's it. That's all I trust. Now we're trying out here to keep gaming alive. We're trying out here to talk about the positives out there. But the thing is, you got medias, you got YouTubers, you got a lot of people out there who try to go out there and destroy things. That's what they do. They go out there, destroy things, and instead of talking about the positives, like it's like, look, console sales, right? How can console sales benefit me as a gamer? What does that benefit me? Explain that to me, Chad. I mean, I'm still asking. I asked that question in my head a lot of times. How does console sales actually benefit me? That okay, PlayStation sold 50 million copies or 60 million consoles, right? But how does that benefit me though? So Teneros with a $10 super chat. The issue with console gaming is that the casuals aren't buying because they can get their games fixed on mobile or PC. If the hardcore that are buying, hardcore is like 20% of the people who game. Taneros, the issue right now is that we have gotten to a state. Me, I'll give you my example for me, right? I used to buy games. I didn't care if it was on Game Pass or not. I used to buy a lot of games. But it got to a point. But it's gotten to a point where I have to wait for the game to release. I have to wait for like, for example, my brother Maurice, that is out there, that he does his reviews on the games. I have to wait for, not the reviews, but he does check out the game and see how the game runs and everything. I have to wait for other people out there to check out the game to see if it's not broken, to see if it doesn't have any issues before I slap on that 70. Now, if the game has got issues, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to hold back and say, okay, I'll just wait till they fix it. And then comes out a year later, right? Comes out a year later, and they fixed the whole problems of the game. And I said, okay, now it's time to buy it. And probably I won't spend the 70. I'll just say I'll wait for a sale. And then after a while, when the sale comes out, I'll say, here we go. Now it's time to buy it. That's what's happening right now out there. And that's something the devs need to fix. An issue those devs need to fix. It's like they don't want to fix it real quick. They just release the game and just let it go. Jacob, no politics here. Sorry, Jacob. Can you delete that, Jacob, please? No politics talk here. Thank you. I really appreciate if you do not bring politics talks in here though. And no, I know you're joking though, but just don't bring it in though, brother. Can you leave that, please? Because I don't want to cause a political commotion in here. I'm playing where wins meet mobile since it's not an Xbox. I enjoy the game and open world is good. Yeah, there you go. And then we have another issue though, right? The other issue is that all of us as gamers have grown out a bit on things, right? Because look, all right, thank you, Jacob. Really appreciate it. So the thing is that as a gamer, we don't have the time to play. I play 4 to 5 hours a night, tops. 4 to 5 hours a night. So how much is that in a week? That's what. And then you have these then you have this hey, Parabos, what did you leave Safo though? Don't leave Safo. She's good though. She's a good person. Social media hasn't helped anything. Injecting politics, someone is commit. Oh, okay, okay. I see why. I see why. Diverting our attention away from game because of our platform. Okay, okay. I see. I see. Safo, yeah. Don't bring in the political stuff in here because if you get political, it's gonna get crazy though. Because political talks really cause a lot of stuff in here. That's why I try to keep away from that though. I know what you mean though. Imagine being a console, wanting to buy a game, and see all the craziness in social media that are going on to buy a console at this point. But Safa, what I see about that's not what actually causes it. What I see that is causing some major stuff about gaming is it's not all the craziness you see on there. Is that when you go to these media sites, right, and you read what they say, they're not doing. It's okay. It's okay. I see. I see. I see. No, it's okay. It's okay. I would have told Safa to delete it if I would have saw it though, because the politics stuff. It's you can't have that in the gaming channel because then everybody's gonna have an opinion and it might get messy. So no, we're not talking about that, Jesse James. No, no, no. I know it's a joke. I know. It's okay. I read it as a joke though, but you know how politics stuff gets. Some people might take it as for serious though. Imagine being a kind of someone to buy a console, you see all that crazy on social media. But the thing is that these guys out there on social media are signing too much stuff. Like for example, let's go to movies real quick. Look at the Penguin TV series. A lot of people saw the Penguin, and they said, "Man, this series is so good." IGN gave it a 5. Wow. Same thing with games. Some games you go out there like they're so good, yet media gives it a 6, a 7, and they are so good. But that's a personal opinion, right? Look at Game Awards. Another example, Game Awards. If Jeff Keighley was more balanced, right? And it's something I critique from him. I mean, this year, look at 2025. You had in 2025 Xbox releasing all these great games, yet none of them were put for Gotti. Some people will say, Lou, you you are Lou, you get hurt about what's it called about the game not being on Gotti. No, I don't get hurt because it's not my show. I'm not making money from that show. Why should I be butthurt about it? I don't care for it. Now, if he really wants to balance it out, he should have actually named or put a game of Xbox there. Because to be honest, though, South of Midnight deserved to be out there. It deserved to be on that list. South of Midnight was a really well put game, really well made. Um, Elder Scrolls, the remake or remaster, should have been put up there because last year he decided to put remasters and remakes on the awards, right? Why didn't he put it on there though? Right? He didn't put it on there. And then not only that, that Elder Scrolls 4 won Game of the Year back in the day. I was amazed not seeing it though. I was amazed not seeing that on there though. And I was like, no, I can't believe that he did not put this on there. He should have put it on there though. But you know what? He didn't. And so that's not my show though. And if he would have balanced it out, it would have been better. So what does that tell you? It's like, well, Xbox, the one who published a lot of games, did not have a good game in the Game of the Year. That's what a lot of people thought when they saw the Game Awards. And that's sad though, when all those games were pretty good. They really did a good job with the games last year. They did. It was fantastic. It is what it is though, chat. And that's what's causing all this commotion with the Xbox. So you mistreat Xbox all the way. And to get to the point where Joey was out there, saying what he was saying, sometimes, some people get tired of So people get tired of the whole. All right, let me see what Jacob Noah sent. Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that they're banning people. Yeah, I did see it from Team. What's it called? Team Kill Media is copywriting videos. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that though. But that's the thing with media, though. Media is literally slandering things away. They are. That's why we came up with the term Xbox tax because we are seeing something that's happening. And remember, a lot of the guys out there, the big guys, which I'm with my mouth open, I was like, yo, how can you come out there and try to say the Xbox tax is not real when we read, we see, and notice all the stuff happening? I mean, come on. You guys should be fighting the social media guys out there and say, yeah, I do believe there's an Xbox tax. That you don't see it because you don't focus on that. It's cool, but we all see it. And it gets to a point where we're tired of it. It does. I mean, look, and this is what's happening. Digital Foundry the other day said, they said this. Digital Foundry said, our Xbox videos are not doing as well. People are not watching it. And Digital Foundry, I got a question for you. Why do you think people are not watching it though? Chat, you go ahead and answer this one for me because y'all know why. It's so easy. Why do people not sit anymore and watch the digital foundry content on Xbox? Why? It's simple. You guys always say something negative about Xbox, and it gets to a point where people get tired. Same thing with you know who. You know who I'm talking about, right? Exactly. They are tired of it. They are tired of it. You know what we do here? We see that opinion out there, we come in and we slander it because we have fun with it. At least we have fun. One point stands, if I'm a casual gamer wanting to buy an Xbox, but I see Xbox is dead in my feeds, I'm probably not going to buy. Exactly. That's what's causing it. And same thing. Same thing with PlayStation. It's causing the same thing. Same thing because listen, people are getting tired of the whole fanboy crap. It's been what, 10 years now, the whole fanboy stuff, and it gets to a point where people get tired of it. We, of course, we don't get tired because we make fun of it, but at the end of the day, it's tiresome sometimes when they go out there and try to destroy things. They do. Because it's like what I said, right? Remember all the articles I have read. I read articles here on and out. Every time I read articles from Windows Central, I read articles from all this stuff, and all of a sudden you see the article starts good. They start talking good, positive, and everything, and then they go back and say, "Well, with the price hikes, the layoffs, and all this stuff," I'm like, "Bro, what happened to the positive talk? Why do you always got to bring what happened before?" And it's like y'all always want to point fingers of the negative stuff instead of focusing on the positives. People are tired about that. 7 out of 10 there say bad, wrong, and stupid things about Xbox. Yeah. I mean, look, I said something bad today about PlayStation funding, this game, and I took it back. I said, well, my bad. I thought they were funding it because they made it sound like they were funding it. I took it back. And you know what? I can do that all the time. It happens to everyone. We can be incorrect, but at least I took it back. I'm not going to be there like, no, they were funding it and argue about it. No, I'm not that guy. If I make a mistake, I say I made a mistake. It's okay. Positive Xbox content doesn't get views. Of course it doesn't. Of course it does not. We have tried that again and again and again. You listen, even Power Boss, you see, you saw my tweets the other day about the PlayStation, right? Overstocked in the stores, right? Look at all those negative comments. Even though I put that tweet out there just to show, though. But look at all those comments, though. People are arguing into whether they can rebuild their house in Ukraine, and we're wondering what investment to give me. Um, the thing is that like he's never wrong. Like as a logician, not to reforge though. What do you mean not to reforge? Hmm. Because that's the thing though. Like look, I remember one day I saw Reforge going out there and talk about the quick resume just to get clicks. I mean, seriously, you're gonna throw yourself down just to get the clicks? I'm running an experiment on X, and the results are astonishing. People want salt. Oh, Demoflow, go to my Twitter feed and look in the last 2 months. Just go down. You'll see. I have a video. I have a picture of Xboxes being in store, and I have a video of Xbox being in stores that Silent Cipher did. Check that out and look at those comments and look how many views it got because it was Xbox in the stores. And look at all the negative comments it got. Mostly negative. Incredible. And I put one on PlayStation say, oh, they're not selling, they're overstocked. And oh my God, I was laughing so hard on the response on that. 30 followers. Man, man, let's play. Okay, let's go. Olivo, let's play our graders today. I'm down for it. I'm an Xbox too, but if PlayStation does something good, I will give them credit. I do that all the time too. I myself don't hate PlayStation, just don't like the ponies. Exactly. Like for example, I give them credit because they finally took away the whole what's it called? I took away the whole when PlayStation took away the blocking thing on PC, I give them credit for that because when they do something good, I give them credit for that. I do 100%, and that was really nice of them on taking the whole blocking on PC Steam thing because that was a dumb move on their side and not making any money. And I showed you again and again and again here live on the show how many times it was blocked. It literally lasted like a year and a half. No joke. Exactly. Ponies don't give credit. Won't give Xbox credit though. They will never give Xbox credit no matter what they do because you know why? They are so locked in their egotistic thing that they will never give them credit. They never will. And that's why you got oh no, it's Alex out there doing what he does, and he does a pretty good job. He does it. He does a really good job. He does an amazing job with that. You know how he catches all those guys pitting all that crap that they do, and it's amazing how he does it though. It's amazing. It's one of the funniest content out there. How he laughs at those comments these people make. People paying to keep content of Xbox FM. That's the thing though. Negative news pays. Is our greatest play anywhere? Yes, ma'am. I think it is. Let me check. Hold on. I know is I can play it. If you buy, you can play it on the cloud though. Because when I was in the States, with my controller playing on that Samsung TV. Thank you, Xbox, for that. I love you for that. That means I didn't have to carry your heavy ass to the States. Because you're a heavy girl right there, man. I'm telling you, heavy. I don't have to carry you on my back. I saw it was in the cloud though. But yeah, let's Google that up real quick. He does. And I'm happy he does too. Happy he does too. And I just did it just to purposely, just to see what the reactions are though. It's so funny. Arc Raiders is play anywhere. Let me go check it. I don't think it isn't though, because it would have been announced as a play anywhere title. But yes, it is an Xbox Play Anywhere title. Yes, it is. Don't come with bullshit later on. No, I will not come up with bullshit, Olivo. I'll be on there. I'll be on there. Yes, Arc is PA. Yep, it's Play Anywhere. Yep, 100%. And that's why, I sit there and I laugh at all those comments of people just spurting on comments, negative comments about Xbox, negative comments about this, and yet they do not look at their own system. They don't. Like, for example, why doesn't PlayStation fanboys go out there and say, hey, PlayStation, you raise the prices, give us better content for PS Plus, yet y'all don't do shit. Mistake Show, whoever it was said, wait. Stop there for a moment. Hold on. Who said that? Who in the blue hell said that? I can see Alex going in on Boomstick Show, whoever it was that said Forza Horizon franchise is like the RPGs of cars. Wait, what? Did they actually say that? Oh my God. Wow. Kind of an interesting concept right there, though. Playing our graders right now on my PC, and I bought it on Xbox. There you go. There you go. I did not know. I just don't know. As for separate, oh my God, no. Why? Why are you saying stuff like that? No, No, I can say Souls like. You can say it's kind of. You can say that it's RPG style like it feels like an RPG. You can say that though. But saying that Forza Horizon franchise is like the RPGs of car racing, no, I'm sorry. A lot of people are calling Forza Horizon a car RPG. Where in the blue? I have never seen that in my life. I don't know who that a lot of people are, but oh my god, no fucking way. No, I'm sorry, no. You look, no. I like this number. You can say it feels like an RPG because you level up and stuff like that. You can say that, and that's something that's more believable. Calling it like oh Lord, no, no, please don't. Not like this, no. I mean, bro, I can deal with a lot of stuff, but not something like this. No. Incredible. The stuff I gotta hear though. For people out there. Oh Lord. We need more car PGs. Yeah, I'd probably do so, yeah. Car PGs. That's a new one. Oh God. No way. No way. Nintendo stock is sliding all time in Japan. In August 2025, a close 9 minus 35, 33 measures will be possible with price hikes, lack of US hardware. Oh well, that's bound to happen. Cancel monthly Batman services online. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got some news to talk about tomorrow. Yes, Batman game tomorrow, baby. Let me see now. Hmm. We need more car. Forza is great. It's a game for everyone. Yeah, it is. It's such a fun game. I remember having Forza Fridays and having a blast with my friends, with Maurice, you know, Hertog, uh, Forza Irwin, all of them guys. I know a game that T made his DNC Devil May Cry. I played it now. Forget the names of it, but the car game coming out soon that has a story mode or something like that. But seriously, I can't believe someone went out there and called it like an RPG of games. I had never thought about Forza being an RPG style type though. Like seriously, you can have it has some RPG elements. I believe that because it has level up system, which is cool. But yeah, right, right. I mean, you're mostly racing, but I've been playing Pokemon. Laugh out loud. That's nice, Safo. Pokemon is such a fun game. It's called GTA. GTA Online has a level up though. Yeah, it does have a level up. But does that mean GTA is an RPG though? Nah, it just has some stuff. Just so as it can have some RPG elements, but that does not make it an RPG game though. Good God, people out there just making up stuff these days. Fun stuff, fun stuff, fun stuff. You want the clip? Yeah, send it to me. Let me take a good laugh at it. Send it to me. Definitely. Alex is a PC guy and console disliking consoles on the whole. The younger, bald, advanced looking dude is a pony. Nintendo freak. John is bad as well. Rich was much fairer. Was. Yeah, I mean, look, of course, not only that, Alex is sponsored by a brand, though. So, of course, he's going to try to push PC gaming. And I understand he does that, which is cool because, he has a sponsor on his back, though. And at the end of the day, though, not only that, he knows his PC stuff, though. Alex is pretty good, doing his PC stuff. Remember that day when he sat there and he was like, let me build you a PS5 Pro on a PC. Here's everything. And the cost was like, what, 800, $900 or something like that. Um, then what makes it an RPG though? That's a good question though. Role playing game though. That's a good question though. Good question. What makes a game an RPG? The story. I think is behind the story. Plus, RPGs are those stand that you stand. You got to press a button in order to fight the guys out there. Um, but you got to go attack button and all that stuff. Yeah. Let's go see this real quick. And that's how I see RPGs though, and that's how it is. But for a card game, you can have RPG elements though. Wait a minute. This Silent was there. Uh oh. It was Fuzzy who said it? Oh, Lord Fuzzy. Why did you say that, though? It was Fuzzy who said it, though. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. My God. It's hard to define RPGs to say. Yeah, it's hard to find RPGs to say. So listen, let's Google it up. Simple and easy. Forza Horizon is an RPG car style game. Let's go see. Here you go. So Forza Horizon, an open world arcade racing game with strong RPG like progression. There you go. Like I said, it has some RPG elements, blending free roaming exploration with festival theme events, car collecting, deep tuning customizations, liveries, upgrades, and skill based leveling make it more accessible than simulator games, but still offer deep car mechanics and system achievement progression. While not traditional RPG, now story driven quests, it is structure of earning XP, unlocking rewards, building a garage, and upgrading. Yeah, like I said, is story driven and stuff like that makes an RPG game. But it has RPG elements. It has a progressive system, which is so earn XP and wristbands by winning races, doing stunts, and exploring to unlock more events and areas, similar to leveling up in RPGs. That's what I said earlier. Card collecting, buy and tune customized garage, skill based rewards, perform to earn skill points, open world exploration, the world is beyond. Okay, that's open world stuff. Yeah. It has RPG elements though, but dear lord. Uh Louis turned 10 called Forza Horizon a car RPG. Really? It did? Where's that at? Turn 10 called Forza Horizon a car RPG. Let me see where that is. Turn 10 called the new Forza Motorsport a car PG, car role playing game during its review, highlighting the Builders Cup. Oh, okay, they did then. Wow. But that's a bad name to put there, though. Car PG, though. Car Mastery, the goal, play levels. Oh, wow, they did, huh? Oh, okay. It was Motorsport, though. It was Motorsport. Yeah, Motorsport. Yeah, the one shark game, I can't remember the name. They called it Shark PG in marketing. Yeah, it's got to be marketing. Yeah. Oh, that shark game, it's got to be Is it Manhunt or Manhunter? No, that Manhunt's one thing. God, what was that game called with sharks though? What was that game called with sharks though? Let me go look for it. The shark game. That was such a good game. Why haven't they made part two? Damn. Maneater. Where's part two Maneater though? I want part two to Maneater. Let's see if we get a sequel Maneater. While there's no official announcement on Maneater 2 yet, the developers have hinted at future installments, and fans are actively discussing concepts and ideas ranging from playing as other predators, croc, octopi. I don't want to play as crocodile, but I want to play as a shark. I want to eat people up and break their legs. That was such a good game, Maneater. I love that game. I remember playing that game. It was such a fun game. Maneater, yes. One of the best shark games out there. Speaking of RPGs, it will be dropping on Xbox, and I can't wait. I could have played it everywhere, but I waited for the Xbox version. What game was that though? RPG is confusing. Like, yeah, it is. It's really confusing. Yeah, Maneater was fun as yes, it was one of the best games I've ever played. Last year was Maneater. That was such a fun shark game. Simple and easy, just eating up people. Final Fantasy. There you go. Have fun. Play it. It's a shark PG. Final Fantasy Remake Integrate. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Car PG. Wow. Did not know they were calling it that. Because that's the thing, though. Like, eh, God, that's funny. Car PG. Wow. hmm. There you go. That's actually a true point. Exclusives don't sell consoles. Price, availability, and marketing sell consoles. That is so fucking true. Yep, they don't. That's true, though. They don't. They don't. How do we know they don't? I'll tell you why they don't. Real quick. Why doesn't it? Simple. It really sells these two big consoles, especially PlayStation and Xbox, are third-party games. That is the truth. Those that whole exclusivity thing was a big bull. Seriously, it was a big bull. They sold us that idea. We actually believed it. When ABK happened, we learned along the way. We learned along the way. No joke. We learned along the way. Chat. We learned along the way. That's it. Was never the exclusive that sold PlayStation. It was all Call of Duty. If price mattered, why didn't Series S sell like the Switch? Because people went out there to destroy it. That's why. When you have people out there talking bad about stuff, you're afraid to buy though. Remember the other day, I remember chat, I remember when Xbox went third party, right? When they decided to put games on PlayStation, there was people out there saying the Xbox is dead. Start selling your consoles. A lot of people said they're moving to the PlayStation, that because they think the brand is going to die. Yeah, all that stuff happened. Remember that, chat. I mean, if you guys can sit there and remember that, that happened. Instead of having someone sit down and talk to them and try to bring positive notes about it. Yeah. But yeah, it still was the fastest refunded console in history. Really? Damn. Oh, shit. And that's what happened, though, right? I mean, people went out there and signed up the box, but the people who actually believe it, they bought it, and they are actually enjoying it. It's not a bad box. It's such a nice box. For example, if you play on monitors, 2K monitors, if you play on other stuff, it's actually a good box to buy. But again, people put the fear behind it. They did, and especially after Xbox went third party. After they did, after they did, after Xbox went third party, a lot of people were out there, trying to destroy the brand because it went third party, and people actually believed that the Xbox was going to die. The only ones that are keeping it alive are us that sit here and talk about it all the time and keeps on telling you, listen, the only way it dies is when the company says it's dead, not because someone else said it. And that's the truth, though. Not because some other person said it that does not work in the company. For example, Tim Dog. I'm going to use Tim Dog for example, who said that literally the brand is dead. That was big damage control though. So let's see now. Nintendo Switch 2 was the most refunded console in history. Looking that up. Let me see. The assertion that it was the most refunded console in history is incorrect. The console was released in 2025. Fact is reported the fastest selling console in history based on initial sales. This is on Google Power Boss. There's no evidence reporting reliable source suggests that the Switch 2 has a high refund rate, let alone highest in history. So yeah, there's no source out there that says it. Probably because they don't want to say it though. No regrets, says ABDI011. Yeah. You need exclusive if you're launching a new platform, console streaming, especially if there is an existing entrenched market leader. Uh, hmm. I think my opinion though is about the exclusive talk, right? Is that in order for that to work though, you gotta have a good exclusive game though. You gotta have a good exclusive though. And the thing with these companies when it comes to Xbox, when it comes down to PlayStation, they have good titles, but they don't have that Nintendo title. When I'm trying to set you guys as an example here is they don't have something as powerful as a Mario. Um, they don't got something as powerful as Zelda. You know, if they did have something as a Zelda or Mario, then yeah, that's a different story though. You know, PC is switched to two platforms now. Okay, nice. They're giving refunds to people who bought the Red Dead. Yeah, I already talked about that this morning, Pin Charisma. Yes, sir. The anti Nintendo crowd legit sometimes says dumber things than ponies. But yeah, that's the thing though. These companies do not have that big title. Like Nintendo does. Nintendo has some major titles that actually do help sell the console though. So yeah, I stopped paying for Game Pass since going to PC. All right, nice for you, buddy. If you're happy with that, go for it. I'm still paying for it. I'm happy to pay for it too. Now I'm enjoying Game Pass all the way. It just keeps on delivering though. It does. There's so many great games to play on there. And the most important thing is I'm saving cash. That's another thing though. I love when people go out there and call it the poor pass or stuff like that. But at the end of the day though, for me, if I'm saving money, I'm happy. Pokemon Mario number one, the biggest IP in human history, respectfully. Yep, it is. That's how it is. I mean, that's why I keep telling you guys this, right? Like these games, that's when it comes down to exclusives, these games are like Mario and Zelda. Look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a big IP. Look at Fortnite. Fortnite is not even exclusive. Fortnite is the biggest beast out there as these days. GTA is not even exclusive, also a big beast, you know. And that's the thing though. These companies are seeing this, and not only they are seeing this, they're saying, shit, we're spending 300, 400 million. Yet on my console, the one that people buy to play games, all they're playing is all these free to play games. Those are the games that are active though, every single week. Yes, it does. It has fantastic games though. It does have good games. Pokemon alone is two times bigger than Marvel and Star Wars combined. Yeah, they got to that point though, Yubei. Believe it or not, they have gotten to that point. I see it. I see what you mean though. Because I mean shit. Let's have fun with this one real quick. The most expensive Pokemon card in the world. So the most expensive Pokemon card in the world is a Pikachu Illustrated, specifically a PSA Gem Mint 10 copy owned by Logan Paul, which has set a record of selling 5.275 million in 2021, and so recognized by Guinness Book of World Records. So let's go see this. Mario, the most expensive Mario game. So the most expensive sealed graded copy of the original Super Mario SNES was sold for 2 million in August 2021. So yeah, Pokemon one card is more expensive than a Super Mario game. So now let's look the most expensive Star Wars item. Let's see now. Wow. You're right though. The most expensive Star Wars item ever sold is Darth Vader's screen-used lightsaber, which fetched over 3.65 million at a 2025 prop store auction, setting new record memorabilia. So wow, you're right. Pokemon is bigger than Star Wars. Wow, that's insane. That's insane. That's insane. So you're right though, Yubei. I mean, you hit that one on the dot though. You hit that one on the dot, bro. You did. You did. Now let's look for Marvel though. That's like I said, we're gonna have fun with this one. Because look, at the end of the day, it's always fun to see this stuff. Let me see the most expensive Marvel item ever sold. Let's see now. So the most expensive Marvel item ever sold is original artwork for a single page from Spider-Man comic book, which it fetched for 3.36 million at auction in January 2022. Holy shit. Pokemon beat Marvel and Star Wars. Damn. Damn. When it comes in terms of total revenue generated, Star Wars is generated like 45 billion, Marvel around 40 billion, and Pokemon 255 billion. Holy smokes, I never saw it that way though. Let me see. Do one in the minimum wage because everything's so damn expensive out there. Everything is expensive out in the world right now. You want to know something? Yesterday, I went to the supermarket and I bought a couple things in the supermarket. I went, bought a couple bags and everything, just to have food. I bought eggs. And the funny stuff is, everything I bought, I could grab it with my two hands and take it home. And it was close to $70. I was like, damn. $70 in two hands. Before $70 in food, you had to get a cart to bring it home though. Now I can just grab it with two hands. In total terms, revenue generate. Yeah, wow. Check DC. Oh, DC? Let's go check DC real quick. Let's go check DC. The most expensive DC comic item ever sold. Let's go see. Oh, okay. It still has not defeated DC though, as of now though. So the most expensive DC comic item ever sold is a copy of Action Comics 1, which sold for a record 15 million in private in 2026. The issue published in Enter is considered the Holy Grail comic was it features the first appearance of Superman. There you go. But what's the total revenue of DC though? The total revenue of DC. So DC's at 10 billion though. Holy smokes, Marvel's more worth more than DC though. I replaced the RAM on my gaming PC on warranty, 32 gigabytes, and DDR5 is like 600 CAD. Huh. Dude, how much shit costs again? See, I might go buy some hash browns. Man, I hate. Man, why do y'all gotta bring the hash brown subject? Good thing I ate breakfast though, but damn it. Why y'all gotta talk about hash browns here? Y'all are so mean. That's mean though. Damn. My chat bullying me with hash browns. Yep. Battlefield 6 delayed the release of Season 2 and Red Sec up to February. The extended launch implemented extra time to further develop the refined Season 2 as a result of community feedback, which is good though. See, that's what I mean though. Remember what I said, chat, earlier? This is from Charlie Intel, a tweet. He says Battlefield has delayed the release of Season 2 of Battlefield 6 and Red Sec to February 17. This extended launch has been implemented to allow extra time to further development and refine Season 2 as a result of community feedback. That's good though. See what I mean though, chat? Like I said, it's going to take them a while though. Is Pokemon bigger than Disney? Good question. I don't know. I have not seen. I only seen one episode of Fallout before I went out for the trip though. I'm gonna catch up over this weekend because this weekend was all about catching up to the jet lag. Like seriously, I could turn on the TV. Whatever you put on TV, you can listen. You can put species. No, I'm not gonna use species though. You can put Batman Returns because y'all know I have a big crush on Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah, you could put Batman Returns on the TV, and I was asleep already. I was like, I couldn't. Nah, nah, bro. I was too tired though. I was too tired though. I might go. I also get some that Dino Nuggets, huh? I'm waiting for episode 5 and 6 right now. Nice. I'm waiting for Fallout season 2 to finish for binge watching. Yep, I'm waiting for that too. I'm waiting for more episodes to come up though, because that's the thing though. I hate that I sit down and I watch, and all of a sudden it just cuts there. And also, I saw one of my favorite TV shows is back, and that is The Rookie. I love that show. I love that show. Let's see now. Let's see how big Disney is. Disney's revenue. Let's go to net worth though. This net worth. So Disney net worth is 200 205 billion as of January 2026. Yep, Pokemon's bigger than Disney. Pokemon's net worth. Let's go see Pokemon's net worth. Okay. So it says here, Pokemon's the highest grossing media franchise ever. The total revenue estimated at over 100 billion. Some reports suggest over 150 billion or even 288 billion, depending on the source and year. Though games and merchandise, trading cards, and movies and revenue go, damn, I want to go work for Pokemon. Call me Louis Chu. Yeah, I could be Louis Chu. Yeah, Louis Chu. Yeah. Follow event in Black Ops 7 is fire. Love the new maps also. Nice. So yeah, Pokemon's even bigger than Disney. Marvel is Disney. Yep. Pokemon's bigger. I buy less than full price games these days. That's what we get. That's the thing though. That's what we're doing nowadays. Chickens in Canada cost 99 CAD pre-tax at 109. Hell no, $10 per damn game. No way. Louis, you should start watching the Star Trek series. No, 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 no. Louis Zard. Why would I be a Louis Zard though? Louis Lax. There you go. Hey, that sounded bad though. Louis Lax. Sounds like a laxative though. Ah, hell no. Louis Lax. You drink it, you go right away. Senior Lax. Oh, Lord. Oh, chat, chat, chat. Oh, Lord. But yeah, it's incredible how big these games are. That's what I mean about exclusives, though. Like I was in the term about exclusives and talk about exclusives is in order for them to sell you the console, it's got to be that big. It has to be. That's the only way. But when it comes down to PlayStation and Xbox, even though they have big names, big titles, and all that stuff, they still have not hit it as big as Mario has and as Pokemon and all that stuff. Lubidor. Oh, Lord. I look like a fat ass Squirtle, though. Like a fat ass Squirtle. Squirtle, Squirtle. Yep. Squirtle. But yeah, but that's what I meant by the whole exclusive term, though, guys. And that's the situation there. And the funny thing is, Nintendo games, you see them and graphically you compare all these games, they look good, they look fantastic, but they don't look as good as The Last of Us, or they don't look good as Halo or something. Yet those suckers, when they come out, they sell like crazy. I mean, we talked about the Pokemon game the other day, Power Boss. I think that was the last show I was with you guys. In order to finish the Pokemon game, you gotta be online. You gotta pay for the online for Nintendo to finish it. And yet that MF sold like crazy. Mm. Chat. Be right back. Let me go tinkle. Be right back, my chat. Oh, man, that jet lag killed me. Be right back, my chat. Let me go tinkle real quick. Enjoy the view. Enjoy the painting. Enjoy, beauty right here. This is going to come out and eat you guys up one day, but yeah. Sorry, chat. I am back. So I'm surprised Louis didn't take his mic or his camera following him. Why would you want to see me pee? That would not be good. Create name of as many Louis Pokemon names as possible. Oh damn! Speaking of Marvel, they need to stop with all these Doomsday trailers. Yes, they do. No, trust me, I will not. I will not make that same mistake again. No worries. I'll next time. I'm already. I see that meme button right there. I just gotta go. Pop. Let me go. I already know where the meme button is now, so no worries. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Hercules about ultra realistic graphics. I'm playing Stardew Valley on Switch 2. That's the thing, though. I want developers to take changes on the art style. Same here, though. No, because the camera auto follow. Oh, the thing is that I always put it on hold here because if I have it following me, it gets screwy though. I'm also too many open world games. I talked about that so much. Those take out so much time, man. Open world games. Oh, I got exhausted with that last year. Oh Lord, I'm already ready to play some more open world games, but I'm just tired. I just want to play simple. Get in, shoot, get out. Why is the series ready to talk about? Very funny. Uh-oh. You don't understand though. The other day I had the runs and the microphone picked up on a thing that happened, which is pretty embarrassing. My chat dropped after I did that. That was pretty nasty stuff. Yeah, never doing that again. Nope. I'm just gonna hit the mute button. Because you ever played DNC? No, baby money. I never played Devil May Cry. Can you believe that? I never played that game, baby money. Seriously, baby money? What kind of question is that? Same here, the arrows. We need that. You know, it'd be nice if they do come back with it. Louis is a big what? Man, TJ. Man, TJ. I'm about to say, you know, I'm about to say what I say, but I'm gonna control myself. I've seen people wanting to a new definition Def Jam. We don't need a new game. We just Def Jam with these lame rappers nowadays. Oh Lord. Yeah, we do need a Def Jam vendetta. And add the new rappers so we can beat them up. Get them out the way. Man, TJ called me a fat ass Snorlax. Damn, TJ. Man, that's mean though. That's mean. Uh, yeah. You need to play DMC Devil Cry games. I did, baby money. I did play all the DMC games. I'm just trolling you. Let me see what else is out there. Let's go see what else is out there. Just to add up one quick one right here. That's good news on the Battlefield side. You know, they're taking the time to deliver more stuff so they can get, more content onto this. So they can grab their players back, which is, like I say, it's a nice thing though. Because they're gonna come back, they're gonna come back and play the game. The hell am I seeing though? Okay, let me mute this sucker right here. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Okay, so let's mute these guys with their weird stuff. All right, there you go. Xbox PlayStation 5 reported being big surpass 5 million sales. Let me get rid of my Xbox and get a PS5. I can play Spider-Man Rain no whenever. Okay, that's Gamer Fan. Okay, let's see what else is happening. So we're getting new Helldiver stuff, which is nice. But keep going down the list, see what I can find though. Hmm. 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 Let's see now. $600 more accurate for the Steam price machine. That was another thing though. People went crazy for the Steam price machine. I always say, wait till the company announces it. I mean, listen, chat. There's a lot of people out there, right? No, I'm not gonna look up the. I know what a Snorlax is. No, so I know, I know. There's some stuff that goes out there with stores. I know there's a pricing that goes out there, but just wait for the company to announce and say, okay, this is the price of the machine. Eh, saying it's gonna be like $900, $1,000, or 1,100. No, I'm sorry. I sit there and look at it. I'm like, why do people make up this stuff or do CGI stuff on it just to get people trolling though? Rap hip hop was a way back Def Jam games. Where is the audience now for the series? Yeah, great games though. That was a great game. Y'all know it's all come down for the new Doomsday movie. I'm not counting out Doomsday. No, I'm not counting that down. No. Xbox should take two and be done. Xbox should get Valve though. I don't know why Xbox has not gotten Valve. They should get Valve and get it done with. Get that thing out the way. Also, music streaming waters down songs. Yep, it does. Let's see now. Yep, let's see. Ubisoft is laying off 55 employees at massive entertainment Ubisoft Stockholm. What a shame. Massive, probably. Oh, Lord, they're laying off people now again? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Half-Life 2 for Nintendo Switch 2 appears on Amazon. Nice. It's actually good news for people who want to buy Half-Life 2. Such a fun game. Resident Evil 8 will release on Game Pass next week. Nice. Resident Evil 8, The Village. Play that game, chat. It's a really good game. Play it. It's a really good game. It's a really good game. Oh, I gotta play Quarantine Zone. That's the game I was looking for the other day. We should play, chat, this Saturday we should play Quarantine Zone. I should buy that game and play it. Header distributed, more bound details revealed. Hold on 1 second. See some messages though. Thought it was stuff from work. Okay. Let's go see. What else? Is that's it, chat. We're gonna see some news for tomorrow morning. And Anthem shuts down my chat. That's so sad. Hard Disease Quarantine Zone is available on PC game. Oh, we should play that game. Yeah, I'm gonna download that game and play it. Heck yeah. Besides Windows OS, are primarily Windows OS, but Steam is primarily Linux based. Wrong. Valve is a private company. Go do some research before spewing garbage. What do you mean spewing garbage though? Besides Windows, Xbox are primarily Windows OS, but Steam is primarily Linux based. My Little Pony come to Game Pass too. Baby money don't pay My Little Pony. Bob only sell their hardware on Steam, so guess that does not help. But yeah, I remember when I saw those prices, I was like, nah, Chad, don't believe what people say out there. Don't believe what people say out there. Actually, the most popular genre of music from 2015 is country music now. No joke. Yeah, it is. Country music is pretty good though. Dolly Parton is a beautiful singer. I love Dolly Parton. She's beautiful. Dolly Parton. I'm on operators right now. If it wants to play, screen name is the same. Stone Patrol. Mine is simple. Mine is Crazy Louie. You can add me. It has the Predator picture on it, just like that. It has a Predator picture on it. Yes, sir, it does. Well, chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go, my chat. I gotta go, my chat. I gotta head to the office. I got things I gotta do, my chat. Yes, yes, yes. It's gonna be a long, nice day for me. And then I gotta head back home and just chill out and play some games tonight, chat. That's what I gotta do. That's what the crazy ones gotta do, chat. But chat, like always, before I go, what you've all been playing. I've been playing Arc Raiders, shooting down them damn Terminators. There's one dude that just hits you with electricity. That guy's an asshole, though. That guy flies around and comes around and shoots you with electricity. I'm like, what the hell? And that thing shocks you. Like, stop shocking me. And you're like running, like, stop it. Damn. It's crazy how shocking it is. Damn, and it's hard to kill though. It took like 4, 5 sniper shots with a heavy bullet to kill him. What's up, Jacob 6? Good morning, brother. We're about to start heading out. But yeah, Arc Raiders is a real fun game though. Outsiders worth getting for single player only. Outriders, yeah, I think it is though. Max level, wow. I'm about to finish up Final Fantasy 1 later today. Had a lot of fun with it. Nice. Good stuff. I'm playing DNC, May Cry, tons of games thanks to Xbox and Game Pass. There you go. Have fun. Have fun, big money B. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun, have fun. Just download Final Fantasy 1 myself. Nice. Y'all have fun. Y'all have fun. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. Seriously, I'm glad. That way they can keep on putting games on the service. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for your memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. Seriously, I do. You guys are the best. No joke. So chat. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do me a beautiful and awesome Tuesday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET on Wednesdays with Soundblow, The Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, they invite me if they don't. XPI en Español with Elvis Elicita Mero Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Lou Gaming when I send the signal out. Over there on Twitter X, Discord, Blue Sky, and YouTube. And that's why you got to hit that bell so you can know. Oh, real quick, guys, before we head out, let me just load up the Discord. And hey, I'm going to put my Discord in here so you guys can join our Discord. I keep forgetting that. It's right there in the title, though. Join our Discord. Doesn't have I gotta every day put the Discord in there. I keep forgetting that. Urgh. But join our Discord. I'm just gonna drop it in the chat. Go ahead and join, my friends. We have our own Discord. We sit there and talk crap. Fun crap though, because we sit there, joke, have fun. That's what we do. Yeah, basically as gamers, have our fun. Yes, baby, that's what we do in our chat. Hold on, let me get it. All right, let me get the Discord. Send an invite, copy, and posting it right here. So you guys, if you want to join it, here it is. So like I said, my chat, Discord, and YouTube, and that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes out and talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one. Let me zoom out so I get out the way. And yeah, all right, here we go. Outro. Hey, come up. Uh oh. Yep, here we go.